Tonight, we bring you this week's flight sim news. Check out the Azur Poly C160 update, Clifford Designs preview of the Philippines, and a new sound set from Boris for the Cessna 152. Hello, everybody, happy Wednesday. Welcome to the middle of the week stream, the midweek shuffle, the let's get over the hump day. Welcome to the news. Right, hope you're all keeping very well indeed. And well, we're here with a night of stuff to talk and to show and to listen and to be and to, witness, right? You're very welcome along. How's your week going? It's Wednesday. I mean, we can nearly even smell the weekend. Yep, definitely a weekend on the horizon. So I hope you're keeping very well. Tonight we have a busy one. That's nothing new. Right, very busy. Hello and welcome to everyone watching us here on Twitch, and hello and welcome to those of you watching us over on YouTube with the 4K-ness and the zany stuff. Yes. So tonight we're checking out all this week's flight sim news, and there's a bit. We're also going to be checking out an upcoming update for the Azur Poly C160 Transall. This is due to release, I think, tomorrow night. And they've made a number of improvements to this aircraft, so we'll be checking it out in a little while. We're also going to be previewing the Clifford Designs Philippines, a massive scenery project covering a lot of kilometers all around the Philippines. We're going to take some choppers for the spin. She might join me for the crack, as we go exploring. And then Boris Sound Set has released a new add-on for the Cessna 152. That's right, we have custom better sounds for the Cessna 152 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we're going to be checking those out later as well. Very busy, right? So, no, nothing major, nothing that's going to make us fall off our seats sideways. Well, I say that. Next week, by the way, I need to make sure I'm getting my dates right. I think I am. Yeah, I am. The news next week. This is how confident I am. Without even planning what's going to be released, we're going to be checking out what to buy coming up to the holiday season, but also with the whole, Black Friday shenanigan sales that they think you make a saving, but really, well, you don't. But we're going to cover that next Wednesday on the news show. So, well, make sure you bring a pen and paper. And if you're Wombat, hide the wallet, because we're going to go off and check out, add-ons, aircraft, sceneries. We're also going to be looking at some hardware and other kind of stuff you might be interested in. And, well, I'm going to spend between now and then to find some deals. Yes, that's right, friends. Find some deals that we can,
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
Yeah, and do things, right? God, this is going to get very right. But anyway, that's coming up next week. So if you're sitting there going, right, don't worry, we've plenty to keep us going for this evening. And Gibbo Ireland has already found the button. We did something cool the other day, lads. I have to show you this, look. I mean, this is what I get up to, you know, when I'm not doing the usual. Hang on, I'll show you. Right, so we can leave that there and just kind of do its thing for a little while. Do you know what I'm saying? Just for a little while. I'm going to welcome some people in. You can have a look at some stuff there while I read the chat over here. By the way, Alison Johnson just burst into the room with 10 friggin' gifted tier 1 subs, look. Alison, you absolute mad person. Thank you very, very much indeed. And my thoughts are with you, you poor old devil. And well, I hope you're doing a little bit better today. But insane support with 10 gifted tier 1 subs. I can't see the name because I need to change the font, but it looks like a wild Tarnished Mossman is here. It's good to see you, man. You're very welcome aboard. Who else is here? Can't read that one either. Mr. 90. Hello, hello. Hope you're well, man. You're looking mighty. Super Typhon is in the house. Welcome aboard. Rambog Mord is here. Recovering from a migraine, and Wednesday news is exactly what he wanted. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Let me see. Captain Sickbag is here. Oh, wait, I have buttons for these. Oh, jeez, I keep forgetting. Alison, first of all. Right, bit of classical gas. And Captain Sickbag, of course, a man who needs no introduction. Right, do you know? Right, now I just realised you're pressing a whole load of buttons and you can't see them because I'm on the wrong screen, look. That's enough of that messing. We're going to hide that work of... I'm over here now. We're going to hide that work of art. Because, well, let's be honest about it. It took Gibbo... Well, I don't know how... It probably only took Gibbo a couple of minutes. It took me friggin' hours to figure that one out. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you tried to redeem it something and now it didn't... well, you know... I'm still testing things. It's totally fine. But anyway, who else is here?
Hello there.
Jesus. I didn't think this one through. But anyway, who else is here? Yes, Wheels Up, it's good to see you. Hulk is in the house. Welcome in, dude. Hope you got the. Hope you're enjoying the C160, man. Spitfire RAF 100. You're very welcome aboard. Dougal McTavish is here. The man on a case. Looking for a case. I hope you're well. Now, let me see. There's other things happening here that I just can't see, but now hopefully I will, because I'll make the screen bigger, look. Sure, this is brilliant. Now, Hummingbird is here. There better not be any more...
Look at this big Egypt.
There better not be any more of these puns, Hummingbird, right? You're on your last warning. But good evening. Hope you're keeping very well indeed. Fierce Wolf is here. Happy Wednesday. Toto rambles in. Balut is here. Jan Drace is in the house. 'Tis time for the news. Devilfly says good evening or afternoon to all from Southern California. Hello from Tipperary. What's the weather like out there? Canoe Head is here. He says homemade soup and TTM news. Life is good. What flavour is the soup? That's important, isn't it? What's your favourite kind of soup? We're talking about soup. Canoe Head, it's good to see you. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Hope all is well. Sterling is in the house. Robert J56 is here as Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John, hope you're well. Gibbo Ireland, the devil, is here. It's a whole load of hellos, isn't it? There's lots more. Gibbo, great to see you, man. Lord Gracious, happy Wednesday. Let me see now. AZ Blue Line is here. Good afternoon to you. Airborne Rookie. He says, good evening, Murph. Hope you are well and you are good. And you? Big Papa Bali. He says, the only news I watch. Good day, all. Right, I should get a job with RTE or something, you know. And now on the 9 o'clock news. Oh, wait, it used to be Trevor MacDonald, wasn't it? Do. Do you remember his glasses? They were squared. Do you remember Dennis Taylor? Do you remember his glasses? I used to have a pair of glasses like that. That's no word of a lie. I used to have a pair of glasses like Dennis Taylor. That's not important right now. I'm trying to read the chat and I'm failing miserably. But yes, we're catching up. Gary JF, good to see you. SK Son is watching us over on YouTube. Good to see you, man. You're very welcome aboard. Now, let me see. Husker Do, good to see you. Sean Dale says, hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great week. I can't wait for the news of the Vulcan coming soon. Right, big news, but we have to kind of wait for a little while. P.S. Mirandai. P.S. Mirandai is here. It's good to see you, man. Hello there. Airman 4875 rambles into the chat as Dragon 617 rambles in. Rookie Pilot, happy Wednesday to you. Sean Dale says the C160, we can throw everyone out the back and also get rid of the Skodas too. What are you talking about? Thrust Set Simulations is over on YouTube. Good to see you, my guy. Hope all is well. Wombat49 is here. He says, Murph and fellow shoppers, I will need a beer or 2. Hide the wallet. Dougal says the C-160, such a great aircraft. I hope they've done it proud. We're going to be checking it out here now in a moment. Sterling says, I can't remember the last time I flew the 152. Probably like me. Friggin' ages, you know. Oh, look at Gibbo. He's after refunded them. No refunds. No returns. Gibbo, nothing. You need to time it. And then I need to put some sort of a global cool down on it. You're not to be acting the maggot now when we're doing the news. You know, it'll bring the whole shagging production down to like RTE2 standards. They stopped calling it Oh no, wait. Is it now RTE2 or is it just Network 2? Or did they change the name and they just call it 2? We can't handle letters and numbers. We fail miserably, you know, us Irish. I think it's just called 2, isn't it? Then we had
look at this big Egypt.
Then we had TV3. Now it's called Virgin Media. Like a virgin. It's a great song. Anyway, who else is here? Look, just very busy, isn't it? Area 10, improving something that's great already. Awesome. Indeed. Good to see you, man. Gary Duggan, welcome in. Aaron, welcome in. All the lads on YouTube, you're very welcome aboard, lads. Let me see. Dvort says, something weird indeed, but people are back online. Yes, we are. Hello from Mississippi, says Area 10. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well.
Captain,
Vasco.
I believe I speak for everyone here, sir, when I say, to hell with our orders.
Right. Anyway, Vasco, you're very welcome aboard from msfsaddons.com. One of the amazing sites that we get all our news from. So do be sure to check out msfsaddons.com. Fantastic site. But yes, Murph, can you show the local Chinese restaurant menu on that screen? I could. No jokes now. What are you ordering out of the Chinese tonight? I'll have the dragon melons. Wait, what? Yeah, they're dragon melons. Don't say that loud. Oh, Jesus. What was the other one? No, I can't say that one either. Biggles, good to see you. Hello, he says. Greetings, Murph and fellow pilots. And to you, man. Chocks is in the house. Evening all. Just getting back into the swing of things after having an operation, he says. Hope everyone is doing okay. You too, Chocks. Hope you're well, man. Bill Barrett is here. Good to see you. Agent Presta rambles in. Good to see you. Bill says, it's raining here in SoCal. Oh, beat the chases. I can't promise and try to behave. Okay, Hummingbird. That is a lot of... It is a lot of hello there's, Zythy. Indeed it is. Vegetable with chickpeas. They're good for you. I made it myself, says Canoe Head. Bit of hokey. Do you put in any old croutons or something? Do you know? Bit of Brennan's today's bread. Today. Right, just to kind of, you know, mix it up a bit. Scorpio 49 is here. Welcome aboard. He says, evening Murph and all in chat. And then out of the bushes comes a running wild man, myth and legend. Jefferson 2001. This airport we're at, this is Casement Aerodrome Baldonnel in County Dublin, and it was built, in the real world it was built by, you know, the British, but in the sim it was built by Jepson, but technically the British. Yeah, it was built by the English, but Ireland built the British. We invented the English, right? I mean, we're responsible for absolutely everything in the world, full stop, except for all the bad stuff. You know, we'll blame the lads, you know, in West Cork and maybe Leitrim for that. But anyway, it's good to see you, man.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Right, Viper Strike is here. It's good to see you. 6 knots. Welcome aboard. Soaring AJ.
So I get off the plane and I forgot to undo my seatbelt and I'm pulling the plane through the terminal.
Welcome in, welcome in. All that stuff is turned on for tonight. We're field testing the stuff. But don't worry, if you're saying, Murph, the whole production is shagged, you've ruined it. We'll change it, don't worry. But it's science. It's a live stream, it's a live environment, and it's science. I'll keep saying that as I'll roar myself to sleep. Now, let me see. Who is this? Sandy PMI. Good to see you. You're very welcome aboard. Old Veteran 965.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Great to see you, Scott. Happy Wednesday to you. Gary Duggan says, I hope they're able to replicate the howl of the Vulcan when it eventually arrives. Gary, I can guarantee you, man, the thing is a howler. But yes, now, we're over here somewhere. Oh no, wait, we caught up. Flipper Alloy just subscribed at a tier 1 look. Be to sweet lamb, Jesus. Flipper Alloy, thank you very much indeed. I'm telling you, lads, you wouldn't believe what's going on. So OBS got an update yesterday. It's on version 30. And it's done all sorts of cool things, but I have to admit I've changed things around, and I don't...
Look at this big Egypt.
Oh no, they're pressing them together, look. Jesus. Right, so you'll have to bear with me. You know what I'm like with buttons. Too many buttons, right? Knights Ep and Old Veteran, the two of them went at it together, look. Jesus. Anyway, what's important is this, lads. We have all the news to bring you, right? All the news to bring you. So we're going to start off now.
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
Right, thanks, Gibbo, yeah. Vote of confidence there, nothing like it. Right, I do need to pause the sim because we don't want any sim sounds coming in. And we're going to ramble over here to the news. And our first bit of news, it's a story from FS Elite. Big shout out to Colin and the lads. And, well, it's not really big news, is it? I mean, come on. We've been hearing about the Airbus for, like, I don't know, a long time. But anyway, it did get a development update. Taking to their development forums, Aerosoft have provided a further development update on their highly anticipated Airbus A330, this time focusing on the progress of the aircraft's auto-flight system. According to the developer, numerous dead-end pieces of code that still existed
It's been 84 years.
from P3D of the airliner have now been removed. While most of the problems associated with that have been easy to resolve, 2 or 3 issues that initially seemed quite trivial have proved to be causing more headaches than anticipated. I imagine, you know, your man Matthias ran around with or ran off with the keys. Right, you know. Yeah, I'm heading away now to PMDG. I'm just taking me files with me. You won't need these. There's nothing important. Vroom, gone. Right? And now the A330, well, we're still waiting for it. That's just a wild rumour and conspiracy. But I'm not going to let the truth in the way of something that sounds interesting. Right, you know. That's not the case, no. But maybe it isn't. Anyway, one notable development.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
We're going to have to turn that stuff off. They're working on the engines, which has been a big thing because they were trying to get the parameters just right, which they seem to have done. So the developer finished up the post by saying, we just need the systems to do what we want them to do and will give us more information soon. So it's news, but kind of no real news. But don't forget that there is an A330 on the way and it's coming in from Aerosoft. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, jumping over to MSFS English,
Yeah,
Murph,
baby, yeah.
MSFSaddons.com, as we have news here from Vashko, and he's telling us that SC Designs have announced that the F5E Tiger 2 for Microsoft Flight Sim is in development. So SD Designs, we all know about DC Designs, but these are like a sister company, SC Designs, right? And well, they brought us out the F16. And well, now they're going to be bringing us a F5. Now, Colonel Fork has been chatting to me during the week about another.
They've done studies, you know.
About another F5.
It works every time.
Yeah, we need to look like that. Gibbo, there'll have to be like a time and a place. Wait, hang on now, lads. If I press this, look. Hang on now, lads. Because what'll happen here now, it'll get fierce. Can I? Oh, you can't. Oh, look, there needs to be some sort of a button, doesn't there? Jesus. Yeah, we need to have, I've created a monster, yeah. Oh God, yeah. So I just, yeah, how do I fix this handily? I don't think I can. We'll try it here now, right?
Welcome to my secret underground day.
See, they're trying to get them in now before I turn them off. Gibbo, I didn't think this one through. I'm a terrible idiot.
Yeah, Look baby,
Oh,
at this big Aegis.
Jesus. Stop pressing them, lads. I'm trying to turn them off. Hang on. This is important. Jeez. And you. Don't say always run. Leave this to me as I fix it. This is hilarious. Did you ever see that movie, Clear and Present Danger, when Harrison Ford was inside trying to copy all the stuff and the other devil who was in Mission Impossible jumped on and he tried to do all the other stuff as well? That's like that scene. Right, I fixed it. Nothing's working now.
Oh, behave.
Wait, who did that? Oh, wait, that was bits. Yeah, I can't turn them off. Thank you for the bits. Right, that's it. Nothing's working now. It's all broken. That's why we can't have nice things. Right, well. Anyway, Jesus. I need to have a button that'll say enable and then, disable, right? And I need it for more ways than one. But anyway, let's get talking about this thing. So, a post over on the DC Designs Facebook page, the developer revealed that the F5 Tiger is now in the advanced stage of development, signalling its imminent arrival on the platform. The flight model and systems are currently undergoing rigorous fine-tuning, while the cockpit nears completion, boasting intricate functionality and animations. There's some nice pictures here. The SC Designs FE will include a gun sight and radar, mirroring those of the DC Designs F4 Phantom. The first preview images of the aircraft showcase these features alongside a sneak peek into the overall modelling, texturing and livery choices that will be available on launch. Downrange, thank you very much indeed. Look at that, 7 months, man. Right? We are from Chaos, right? You know we can mess up anything. But it's me, I messed up. Hummingbird is like, we've let you down, we've let the stream down, we've let the flight sim down, but most of all, we've let ourselves down. Brilliant! It's Chaos. What did you expect from me, though? Like, you know, right? Jesus. Murphy, yeah, he's a great fella, but he's, you know, he'll break things, you know. But yeah, I'll moving on. Speaking of liveries, well, you get a few of them. And check out some of the pictures here, right? So I'll bring you over to Sim Market here now in a second, because Colonel Fork has been flying the other F5 over the last couple of days to see how it is handling. And, well, the other F5 that's released, right, as Murphy, you know, presses buttons in the Google machine, the other F5 that came out is from Venom Zero Productions, right? And it's whatever, $14, give or take, plus your taxes. It certainly looks the part from the exterior, but the inside is like, right? And it, you know, it has the same sound set as the F-18, and well, right? So Colonel Fork said, if you're absolutely screaming for an F5, you really want an F5 in the sim, like right now, sure, get it. Otherwise, don't. Maybe wait. This is a new developer. He started off, you know, with add-ons making some really nice liveries on flightsim.to, but this is his first kind of entry into the aircraft add-on, you know, neck of the woods. And, you know, as I said, exterior, it's fine. There's a limit to what he can code. In fairness, he does say this in the documentation with this product. He says, listen, I'm only learning this stuff. I'd like to be able to do more. But, yeah. If you see that on Sim Market, just maybe hold fire for the moment. SE Designs, this is going to be priced at £18, and it's positioned as an affordable addition for enthusiasts with the potential inclusion of a 2-seater in the future. Stay tuned for any upcoming updates that we have. It is an interesting aircraft. It was made famous to us in Top Gun, where they classed it as a MiG-28. MiG-28, right? An inverted dive. But interesting to see anyway. Now, the first major update for the Azur Poly C160 Transall adds droppable vehicles and troops. We're checking this one out here tonight. So, the acclaimed military transport aircraft released last May is about to get its first major update to version 1.2. This update marks a significant enhancement in the aircraft's capabilities, bringing it closer to the fully realised add-on that developers have been ardently pursuing. Initially released for Microsoft Flight Sim on both Xbox and PC, the Transall by Azur Poly filled a notable gap in the military transport aircraft category. Priced at $32.99, it focused on the C160 OR version, operated by the French Air Force, featuring upgraded avionics and other modern capabilities. Despite its initial success, the team at Azur Poly was committed to overcoming the limitations of the first release and enhancing the aircraft's realism and functionality. There is a massive, changelog or update list for this. However, the main points, you can now have dynamic payload and object dropping. You can actually have, paratroopers in there. You can deploy vehicles, and they will parachute out the back of the aircraft. But I'll show you how it's implemented. There is a limit to what these things can actually do. Flying along, it looks fantastic, but the idea of actually seeing people land on the ground and then doing something else, you're limited. But it still looks the part. They've also enhanced the flight plan management, in particular when it comes to the FMS capabilities. There's a lot going on here. So the feature addresses a major gap in the initial release, offering init and flight plan pages, ARC and map modes into the EFIS, and also a functional autopilot radio mode. They also added a heads-up display, which is actually fairly detailed. It's reflecting on the retrofitted C160 NG version. The update introduces a new HUD, which can be displayed from both the pilot and co-pilot, or each other, and the feature ensures critical flight parameters that they remain in the pilot's field of view. And there's also custom icons here. It'll actually give you a gear warning indication, speed, all that sort of stuff as well. They've also included a number of bug fixes. One of them, some people were having an issue with the APU shutting down. And I saw Hulk had an issue with that earlier on. He was telling me all about it. So, very interesting. The last bit here is the aircraft sounds. They were aware that there were problems with the engine sounds in multiplayer. They hope they fixed it. Testing I've done so far, it's working. And the fixes bring the aircraft systems much closer to the real-life counterparts. So, the plan is they want this to release this Thursday. It has been submitted to the marketplace. it's up to the marketplace. They think it'll be released this Thursday, so keep your eye out. You will see it pop up. No doubt Microsoft will give us the update when they have this week's development blog, and I'll let you know as well. So if you have the C160, there's an update inbound, a free update for this aircraft, and we're going to check it out ourselves here live on the stream. So excellent piece covered there by Vasco. Now, staying with the big birds, I started it already. It's a freeware C-17 GlobeMaster received a major update. The C-17 GlobeMaster 3, an iconic military transport aircraft recognised for its robust capabilities in strategic airlift missions, including cargo, medical evacuation, tactical airdrops and so on, designed by McDonnell Douglas in the 1980s, now part of Boeing's lineup, while it serves a number of air forces across the world. For us, the excitement of piloting such an aircraft no longer limited to the real world, as Delta Simulations has brought the C-17 to life in the sim. And there's also a impressive update which has been released, right? Their dedicated efforts have resulted in a detailed freeware mod that allows players to experience the thrill of flying this massive airlifter. So while we're talking about this, a lot of the updates that the lads have done, a lot of it come to the modelling and the systems. The visuals, in particular when it comes to inside the aircraft, you know, it's a freeware, right? It just has that sense of being a freeware aircraft, but I think they've done a great job everywhere else, right? The significant leap in quality with the modelling and also the sounds, and of course the avionics, which closely resemble the real world aircraft, which is interesting to say the least, right? So Delta Simulations also say the mod is optimised for various hardware configurations, ensuring a broader accessibility range within the Microsoft Flight Sim community. So I don't know if you guys have ever grabbed this from Delta Simulations, but it's quite good and it's free, right? It is free, so you can grab it there. You know, there's a link there that brings us over to a GitHub page. That's where Delta Sim have their stuff, and it's the C-17. That's what you want to grab. So C-17 pilots, if you do fly it, well, you know how good it is. It's good. Now, news here from Got Friends. The Legacy Collection has launched, finally, into Microsoft's marketplace with 6 of the Got Friends aircraft. The Legacy Collection can be purchased now for a mere $4.99. You're probably looking at these thinking, weren't these freeware? Some of them. But all 6 airplanes featured have been released before for PC users, and they help establish Got Friends' earlier reputation. This is fantastic news for Got Friends because the products now live on Xbox, and it means that Xbox pilots can fly some of the maybe less known Got Friends aircraft, but are still an awful lot of fun, right? So they include the Savage Gravel, the Savage Carbon, the Monster NX Cub, the Vertigo, the Experimental NXA, and also that mad divil of the Lake Skipper. Now, there is a video here. We're going to play it. It's only going on for a minute or so. I'll just give you an idea of what it is. And I'm going to play my own bit of music here because, well, sure, we know what happens when Murphy doesn't play music. He gets in trouble. So we'll do one of these. No, that didn't work at all. Oh, we'll do. Oh, wait, this will work. That works. So these aircraft are now available over on the marketplace for $4.99. What is interesting, there is no way to get freeware out there just yet, hence there is a price tag on them. But I think it's great news for Got Friends. I mean, these lads, of all, you know, we're lucky so far that we have a lot of great developers, third-party developers available in Microsoft Flight Sim. Got Friends are up there. They're some of the best and nicest lads you can get. So it's great to see this. It's now there for our PC and Xbox pilots to go flying along with their fleet. Pretty cool. Now, the TFDi design MD-11, well, we've seen it. It's been streamed by many, and, well, the collector's edition for the first 1,000 purchasers, well, they now have access to the aircraft. And I have to say, if you haven't seen it, it's quite impressive. After a couple of delays, they've finally begun the exclusive early access phase of their MD-11, delivering the aircraft to the first 1,000 purchasers for the limited edition release. This select group of flight sim enthusiasts now have the opportunity to experience the MD-11, but it's important to note that the idea of these first 1,000 users, well, they're kind of officially, unofficially a beta team because, well, they're going to report back any bugs or issues that they find, which is great news for the rest of us when this aircraft plans on further stages of release, which is going to be slated for, Q1 and Q4 of next year. So there's a long development roadmap to this aircraft. The early access marks the start of a minimum 60-day exclusivity period with the collector's edition, which was scheduled to end on January 7th. The feedback gathered during this phase will be instrumental in preparing the MD-11 for a wider public release. The company has also outlined its roadmap for the upcoming extended simulation package, and that's when more and more people will finally have access to this aircraft if they already paid for it. With this timeline or the time frame in mind, despite no clear indication from TFDi design about the initial release for the general public, we're expecting the package to become available to pre-sale adopters in and around February or March. Nice. And you guys see this thing yet? It looks very, very good. And considering where the aircraft is at the moment, based on what I've seen from a couple of live streamers, Dave 757 Spy has had it, Jamie London Controller, he's had it. It looks fantastic. I love me a trijet. There's just something so graceful about these massive aircraft. And it's cargo, man. That's what you want, So you can see from these pictures, they've actually done a great job, right? Now, here's the thing, there was a lot of kind of drama, people saying, early adopters, it's early and, you've all this, right? But it does look like that they're trying to deliver on their promise of what was called a beyond study level simulation. That's some kind of a thing to say, but it's definitely living up to that expectation. So the TFDi have stayed truthful to its promises and continues to deliver regular updates, keeping their community informed. Of course, they're over on Discord for that, and you can also check it out on their website. So good news here is, lads, this aircraft is well and truly on its way to being released. So we're looking good. We're looking good. TJ Turner, good to see you. Welcome in. Who's this? Boris, good to see you, Boris. Love your work. Stu is here. Welcome in. All the lads on YouTube, you're very welcome in, lads. Kingsman joins us here on Twitch. Good evening from Liverpool. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Now, speaking of Boris Audio Works have released a Cessna 152 sound set for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're checking this out tonight. Boris Audio Works is back with a brand new aircraft sound for Microsoft Flight Sim, acclaimed for its sound packs for the 172, the Cirrus SR22, both of which have significantly enhanced the audio experiences for both aircraft. Boris is once again looking to raise the bar with the release of a new sound set for the Cessna 152. Boris Vanian, the mastermind behind the Boris Audio Works, has established a reputation for meticulous attention to detail in capturing the essence of aircraft sounds. His collaboration with development teams like Fly-by-Wire and Flight Effects, look out for his upcoming work, of course, on the upcoming Avanti, is proof of his talent as an audio specialist. The new Cessna 152 sound set is a complete overhaul of the default sounds, offering a level of realism that parallels the actual aircraft. Boris has invested countless hours in professional recording sessions using high-fidelity equipment to capture the nuanced sounds of the 152 and the 152 Aerobat. And it's not just engine sounds, it's also the interior sounds, the friggin' ground effect, gyro equipment moving, the stall horn in particular when you go to land, and also the accurate ground roll and touchdowns. I had a quick jolt in this thing last night. It was so immersive, especially when you kind of add on the freeware JPL WB Sim mod. It's a friggin' cracker. So we will be checking this one out tonight. The Cessna 152, it's a low and slow. A lot of pilots would have started their flight career training on a Cessna 152. I know over here, 172s are a lot more popular, but definitely the 152. I mean, that's where it all started for so many pilots. So having something of this level of fidelity, it's super cool. It's also a great little airplane to go exploring in. It's a phenomenal little plane, especially what JPL and WB did, getting the aircraft in terms of has a little EFB in there. You can open and close the doors, the engine parameters, the flight model. Everything matches the real world aircraft a little bit closer than the default stuff. And now we have this amazing sound set, which is great. Do you know what I mean? Professor Siege, you're very welcome in, and many thanks for the raid. Super Ty says Ford are trained on a 150. Yeah, so like anything, the Cessna 150 range, the 150, the 152, incredible stuff, incredible stuff. So, we're going to be checking this one out tonight, just on the sounds, and I think you're going to enjoy it. It's fantastic, right? You can actually grab this now through Sim Market, priced at €12.30, and you combine this with that JPL mod, you have yourself a very comprehensive airplane to go exploring and training with. So, news now, lads. Right? Flight Sim Expo. Well, we know it's going to be in Vegas. Well, they've announced the 2024 event schedule and opens the travel bookings. So, Flight Sim Expo 2024 will be hosted at the Tropicana Resort in Las Vegas between June 21st through June 23rd, 2024. Now, that hotel, if you like, is right beside the airport, and well, you know what it was like in Texas. Some people had fantastic views of the whole setup, do you know? Anyway, Flight Sim Expo, North America's largest flight simulation convention, has unveiled its much anticipated schedule for the Flight Sim 2024 event. As revealed in September, the convention, hosted by Flight Simulation Association, or FSA, will take place between June 21st and 23rd, 2024. This year's event promises to be another enriching experience for flight sim enthusiasts, including product reveals, seminars, hands-on experience, and a live demonstration of how Murphy wears his Crocs. I'm telling you, it's going to be flat out. Anyway, exciting schedule and speaker opportunities. So there's a number of content creators, real-world pilots, instructors, you name it. They're all kind of getting a chat around themselves to say, yeah, I'll do something, I'll hold a seminar, I'll do a presentation, so on and so forth. The venue, it's a 40,000 square foot venue, which is friggin' huge, right? No hangar, unfortunately, but I'm thinking, hotel lobby, I'd be back in a jiffy. Cocktails, right? Blackjack, right? Or, what's the other game? Texas Hold'em. We'll have the crack at this place. Anyway, as you can see the pictures here, spot the cool kids. Spot the cool kids. I'm not going to tell you where they are. They're right where I'm circling me mouse. Look, there's the cool kids. It was a great experience. Was Flight Sim Expo back earlier this year. For me, on a I don't want to say professional because this is a hobby, but for me. What Flight Sim Expo brought was the opportunity to meet so many like-minded individuals and also get to meet up with our community. There was nothing as nice as being able to shake the hand and have a chat and give a hug and go for a beer, or in our case, go for many beers, or in our case, many food. It was something quite amazing. And there just simply isn't enough hours in the day to get around to everyone, right? I did realise I was shagged because I was jet-lagged. I didn't realise, but come kind of 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, I was getting tired for the old bed, so I was. But I kind of hung on in there, but Vegas would be different because, it'll just be different. But anyway, if you're thinking about going, if Vegas is going to be better for you to travel to, the Flight Sim Association, if you just check out on the Flight Sim Expo website, they do have special rates when it comes to accommodation and also some travel options there as well. There's a couple of discounts available. Do have a look at hotels in the area. You don't necessarily have to stay at Tropicana. You might find a cheaper deal elsewhere within close proximity. So just be aware of that. Usually what happens at these events, different communities, we might kind of mix together, go for a few brews or a bite to eat, or, people go off and do their own things. So don't feel that you have to be at the same place with everyone because, well, they might go somewhere else, do you know? So I thought it was absolutely amazing. It was great fun and it was brilliant. I'd be drinking virgin daiquiris. Listen, hang on a second now. I had it down to a fine art when I was over there. I went up to the barman, or bar person, you can't say barman, it's politically incorrect. See, I'm learning. You spend 2 weeks in America, you learn all these things. Bar person. So what I wanted to order, but you have to be careful because, well, I was in Texas, right? I wanted a pink gin, right? Gin, pink, in a dirty glass. right? And a bit of 7-Up, or in this case, Sprite, right? And I went up to the barman and I said, now listen, this is my drink. I'm not going to ever tell you what it is again. When I make this face, you'll know exactly what it is. Do you understand? Yeah? Grand. I said, it's a pink gin. Go handy, or go lively with the gin, and some 7-Up, or, what's that gadget? Sprite, with a bit of ice, in a slim gin glass. So when I walk up to the bar, I'm going to do, and you'll know what it is. Yes, sir. Well, grand. Here's a whole load of your American money. Right, grand. So it worked once. I went up to the bar and I was like, no bother, got me drinking. There it was. And what are you drinking, Murph? Oh, jeez, I couldn't tell you. It's terribly strong. Went up the second time. Can I help you? Are you okay, sir? Ah, balls! Come here quick, I have to tell you a secret. Anyway, how did I get down to that? Oh yeah, pink gin in Texas, dangerous. But anyway, it's great crack. It's loads of fun. And, well, I'm looking forward to it. Registration, it's going to open up in and around December. Early bird fees, or early bird rates. Early bird, see, even they're catching on. $50 for a 3-day pass. Ooh, interesting. And we have a channel over in our Discord. If people are going, let us know. Jump into our Sim Expo 2024 and we'll arrange what we kind of did this year, going out for the pints and enjoying some nice food. Murph bought me the grand total of 1 pint in Dublin before we left. Gibbo, let's be clear about a couple of things here. Yes, did I even buy you a pint? Wait, Gibbo, did I actually get you a pint? If memory serves me, myself and Muse fan rambled up to Burger King before we went to US immigration. And when we got to our table, there were pints on the table. And this was in the morning time. We were like, oh, Jesus, we're drinking pints before we get on a plane for 9 hours. Anyway, loads of fun. I do remember we got kind of half smashed at the fly sim thing, though. That was hilarious. Maybe Muse bought it for me. Sorry, Murph. Murph bought me a grand total of 0 pints. Yeah, that's more like it. I did say, I'd get you a drink. Didn't say what was in it. But yeah, it was great fun. It was great crack. Anyway, Flight Sim Expo. For me, it was one of the best experiences. Not only flight sim or aviation related, it was one of the best experiences of my life. It was fantastic getting to meet up with so many people, right? It was just brilliant. So if you can, I highly recommend it. If you can't, well, don't worry. We'll try and do the pit lane madness that we did the last time with Muse holding the phone and myself and Gibbo going around chatting to people. Great fun, right? Great fun. Anyway, moving on. Emerald Scenery Designs have released Fort Crosby, a new small airport in Alaska. Emerald Scenery Design, the project behind the very popular Emerald Scenery Library, used by many freeware developers for scenery creations, and also the Echo Golf Hotel 2 Forward Farm, the small airstrip in the UK that was featured in the Gottfried's Wilga, has a new standalone airport available for simmers looking to fly in Alaska. 8 Alpha Kilo 5 Fort Crosby, which is a small private airstrip near Takitna? Let's go with that. It awaits you with its surprisingly long runway, roaming bears, there's even butterflies, and a striking Alaskan landscape. Jesus. The gravel runway is about 1,500 feet in length. Comfortably accommodates most general aviation aircraft. Let's have a look at the little the gadget look. Hang on now. I'll press a button and then I'll press another button and then we'll do one of these. Would you look at the state of those logs? thing to note here, lads. They have friggin' logs. I mean, come on. It looks very fancy, doesn't it? So, Emerald Scenery Design, Fort Crosby. Doesn't it look nice, doesn't it? I think it looks fantastic. Anyway, the scenery spans 2.5 nautical miles, some 4.7 kilometres, dotted with custom-built cabins and houses. Attention to detail is evident in its high-quality textures, mainly with PBR and 4K. And they also have some coloured matched aerial imagery as well. It's also compatible with the Orbx Alaska mesh, which adds to a very realistic scenery. So, you can pick this up now. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Animated hangar doors. It has bears, butterflies. It has a clock that'll actually show you the fully functional based on local sim time and plays a ticking sound effect. Right? Improved lighting, and so on and so forth. Rain puddles, look. Right? Pretty cool. It's available now. You can pick it up as well as in the Microsoft Flight Sim Marketplace, priced at $9.99. Just make sure that you install the Emerald Object Library, which is required for the scenery to operate. Right? They also have, they've marble mushrooms, commonly found in rocks. They pop up around the airstrip between May and July. Mushrooms. Not nuts, isn't it? I think we need to go flying there, lads. Now, moving on, news here. Aerosoft have previewed Oslo Airport for Microsoft Flight Sim. Aerosoft's Joe Erland has shared more previews of their upcoming Oslo Airport. The preview mostly focuses on the Eastern Technical Area. Prominently featured in the previews, some of the buildings and structures on this side of the airport can be seen, featuring details such as plants covering the walls, detailed doors and windows, and also the apron power units. While Joe did not make a statement on the progress of the airport, back in September, the team stated that Joe is currently focused on finishing Oslo, while other developers are working on Frankfurt. Let's have a couple of these pictures. Aerosoft, they have these mega sceneries. You know, Brussels is one of them. Fantastic stuff. And, well, this one looks to be fantastic as well. Like, attention to detail here on a massive scale. It's great to see it. So this one here of Oslo, this could be pretty cool, couldn't it? It looks great. I mean, Jesus, some of those textures are unbelievable. Even the blinds look are crooked. That'd ruin your OCD. Parking forbidden. Brilliant. I'm going to use that one. Parking forbidden. But yeah, so you can see all the pictures there. SAS Technical Services. That's pretty cool. Look at the detail there. Like, isn't that astonishing? Look, like, do you know what I mean? It's incredible looking. And I'm looking forward to the scenery to be released. We should have it out before Christmas. We should have it out. They should have it out before Christmas so we can go explore it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so great work from there. Now, moving on to Orbx. Orbx are doing tons of stuff. I've never seen... between themselves and InnyBuilds, in terms of developers who are flat out bringing new stuff to the sim, Orbx are working all over the shop. They're working over on X-Plane, they're working on DCS, and they're still working on the stuff here in Microsoft. So the Orbx Not So Deadly 3 adds 3 new challenging Idaho airstrips to the sim. Following the release of Idaho's Deadly 3, which was Dewey Moore, Simmons and Vine's airstrip, they've now come back with another 3 of them. One, or is it, I think it's India 08 Cabin Creek for the Forestry Service. It also includes a 1,750 feet slight uphill, and it's only approachable one way. They've also included Charlie 48, which is Wilson Bar. We've landed at all of these before, by the way. Also, India Delta 8 Marble Creek. So they've included all of these fantastic airfields or airstrips. Scenery is also designed to complement Orbx's other Idaho products, including McCall, Soldier Bar, and the Deadly Tree. It's also a perfect companion to work with Parallel 42's Campout. And you can see from the pictures here, geez, they look fantastic, don't they? Some very, very nice stuff here indeed, lads, indeed. Oh, do you know what I'm missing? Oh, no, I'm not. For a second there, I thought I lost my little status page on the OBS because everything's changed, you know. It means no parking. Thank you very much. There we go. What do you think of this, lads? Idaho is like one of the nicest places. It is the nicest place in the sim for your kind of, you know, bush flying experience. It's incredible. And now when you have this sort of stuff at this sort of detail, well, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be flying here soon because, well, I love bush flying and I love Orbx products, so we're looking forward to that. So the Idaho, Not So Deadly 3, Cabin Creek, Wilson Bar and Marble Creek airstrips are available from Orbx for around $12. Not too bad. Now, staying with Orbx, they've announced the Orbx Idaho Esmeralda version 2. It's an update to their existing airport, developed by Matteo. It features a completely remade airport entirely from scratch. All the airport buildings have been recreated with high-resolution 4K textures. The terminal will also feature a terminal interior. Added in version 2 are some new high-quality ground service equipment vehicles, as well as the new Firebomber static aircraft. The ground layout of the airport also being completely remade, and it's up to date with the real-world counterpart based off 2023. Last but not least, the airport will include some of the surrounding area of the airport, which includes the city itself, as well as the coastal approaches to the airport. The harbour of the city will also be included, also featuring ferries and ships that regularly visit it. This looks like a huge update. Fantastic. Bald Eagle is here for 10 months, look. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Cheers. Insane support, man. So yeah, version 2 of this. And it's hard to believe that, you know, a lot of these sceneries came out in 2020, some of them in 2021. And do you know what I find to be kind of cool and exciting? You look at the difference. If we were sitting in the sim now, we can spot a default airport, you know, a mile off. You can also spot an older third-party airport a mile off, because third-party developers, they've been able to enhance, you know, the visual representation through 3D modeling, the texture work, PBR, sound effects, all this sort of stuff. They've been doing so well now with sceneries. They're getting better and better and better. Makes you terribly excited for Flight Sim 2024 because, well, Jesus, what's it all going to look like then? Do you know what I mean? So this is a very comprehensive update of this airport, and I love the way that they've included the local city and also the approaches, the marina, the whole shebang, well, the harbour. It looks pretty nice, right? So the changelog, it's fairly lively there, right? Where is it now? It includes some of the surrounding area. That's a full changelog of the scenery can be found there. Is it a paid add-on or a paid update? I would think so. It doesn't actually say, right? They've only announced it. So I don't know what the price tag is going to be at. If any of you guys know, let me know. But I haven't heard, is there any sort of a price tag for this update? So we'll wait and find out. Now, moving over to news that happens to be over on our Facebook group page. And a huge thanks to all the members who have joined our Facebook group page. Yes, we have a group called TTM Flying Circus. Well, that's us, right? SLH Sim Designs. Hello, Murph. Have time for a question? Fire ahead. Yes, we have. Ask away. Anyway, news here from Just Flight. And it's not the news we were kind of shouting for in relation to the Vulcan. This is Just Flight saying that their general aviation fleet will be making its way into X-Plane 12 officially because they have once again partnered up with Thranda Design. Now, Just Flight have worked with Thranda before, and Thranda have made some beautiful aircraft of their own, but when they work with the Just Flight stuff, Thranda do a great job. They also worked with Carenado aircraft in the past, and also when it came to the some of the enhancements from the, what's it called? The Sim Coders, something. Great stuff. Anyway, the first release is going to be the Duchess Model 76. That's an awesome little airplane, twin engine, beach. And Thranda are going to be making all of these. Just to give you an idea of the visuals, Just Flight, I think, my opinion of Just Flight, I think that's when Just Flight really started to excel when it came to what they're currently doing with the current team, as in how good their add-ons went. They went from being, yeah, Just Flight are good to, oh, these lads are excellent. And we can see that now in Microsoft Flight Sim. Just Flight are one of the top developers in Microsoft Flight Sim. And, well, they're now porting their aircraft back into X-Plane 12, and Thranda are going to help them out with moving it across, right? Hey, Mike is here over on YouTube. Good to see you. So, you can see it here, the Duchess 76. This was slated for Microsoft Flight Sim as well, but they're flat out busy. So, if you want to fly it, it's actually a kind of a smart move. If you really want this airplane, well, you got to go to X-Plane to fly it. Smart move. But anyway, it looks fantastic, lads, doesn't it? The Duchess 70. Did you ever fly this? Empire Kicking is here. It's good to see you. Many thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you had a great flight. Some of the feature lists of the aircraft in one sim versus the other, well, they vary, right? Some are going to be better, some are going to be not so better. But I think for X-Plane 12, it's risky business when it comes to general aviation, mainly because of the scenery. We need the landmarks to see what we're doing. However, Orbx are also working on the Great Britain add-ons for North and South. It's going to look absolutely incredible, right? So the Dutch 76, great aircraft, and it's on the way now for the sim. Now, staying with X-Plane 12, HSF have released a freeware Alouette 3 for X-Plane 12. Yes. So over to Heli Simmer, Sergio Costa, big shout out to Sergio. He's covering the story that there is a freeware Alouette 3 making its way in the world of X-Plane 12. That's pretty cool, right? Now you can see from it, and, ooh, in terms of the visuals. But then you have a shot like that and it's like, holy crap, that looks good, right? And plenty of accessories for the aircraft itself. I'll read you out some of the feature list here, right? So hop in here now. So where is it now? It's released a rendition of the Alouette 3 for X-Plane, and among many other things, it comes with 36 liveries. A lot of equipment, 6 interior versions, and also a paint kit so you can work on your own. Right? 3D model with 2K textures and normal maps, iPad with the chopper, so an EFB, 6 interior versions including empty, transport, mountain rescue, HEMS, VIP or SAR, search and rescue, 10 different exterior equipment, 10 different antenna positions or options, hoist operator that moves if you open the hatch door for the hoist, fully animated rotors, 2 engine types, visually represented, VR compatible, custom F-mod sounds, rain effects with the wiper, emergency floats, a paint kit, a Garmin 430 from X-Plane, and ready for the Alpine Hoist plugin. It's important to mention here, freeware. This is for free, lads, right? So if you have X-Plane and you want to give the old choppers a bit of a blast, well, the Alouette 3, some people love it, some people hate it. It's one of my favourite helicopters, only because, well, I know the thing so very well. I've been in it a couple of times that the Irish Air Corps flew, and it's a stunning chopper. However, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but there is no mistaking when you're actually sitting in the virtual cockpit of this, just like you are in the real aircraft, the view that you have from that bubble-shaped glass cockpit, it's incredible. It's incredible. There's lots to see and very few things blocking your view. So it's awesome to see that we actually have this in X-Plane now. It's pretty cool, right? Now, this is huge news. Parallel 42, the mad lads. Well, they've only gone and done it again. They've released Fontwell Park Racetrack. What? Wait till you hear this. A racetrack scene located in the village of Fontwell in England. This prestigious horse racing track, revered for its rich history and adrenaline-pumping races, has been ingeniously reimagined for an unprecedented off-road experience. Prepare for a racing event unlike you've ever experienced in Microsoft Flight Sim. With the Juice Goose. The Figure 8 Fury. At the core of the racetrack lies a meticulously designed Figure 8 track. This challenging layout tests the limits of both driver and vehicle, promising high voltage action at every turn. They've also included the concrete Juice Boost pads. Strategically placed for maximum excitement, these unique boost pads offer an electrifying surge of speed, propelling the Juice Goose to breathtaking velocities. They also have night racing, sky-high jumps, and of course they talk about the community spirit. This event isn't just about racing, it's a celebration of community, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of fun in our simulator. It's a spectacle where the whine of electric motor and laughter with friends merge into a symphony of memories. And I couldn't have said it better myself. Lads, doesn't this look very interesting indeed? And I know you're like me with the Juice Goose thinking, hang on a second. We need to do a race here. It has to happen, right? It needs to happen. And yes, we can use the Juice Goose, but I think we can also use other vehicles. Like, look at the freaking jumps and everything. This could be hilarious. Do you know what I mean? This is for free. This is a freeware add-on. You can go ahead and pick it up from Parallel 42 because, well, they've made this available for free. Unless I'm reading this completely wrong, it's free. How cool is that? So you can see from some of the pictures look incredible. The detailing here, I'm fairly certain, well, I imagine Jeppesen is probably involved some which way, shape or form. Probably Two Cats as well. It looks incredible, doesn't it? Look at the high jumps. Isn't it brilliant? What do you think? Ah, Jesus, there's Otto there, look at him. What do you think, lads? Fun? Mad? Ridiculous? Or all of the above? There's no Skodas. Hang on a second. Edson, don't tell me you didn't put a Skoda in there. They're the rules, man. There has to be a friggin' Skoda. Every developer needs to put a Skoda in. It will enhance your scenery and, you know, people will buy more if you put in a Skoda. Jeez, I need to check that one out. Someone get Edson on the blower. Is there a Skoda? We'll have to find out. But anyway, it's available for free. Available here for the PC. It's available over on Orbx. Available on the marketplace for the Xbox. And so PC and Xbox. Brilliant, right? We're going to have fun with this, so we'll have to check that out soon. Now, my last bit of news here, lads, we have to check Vatsim events because I forgot to type it in, and now I'm going to type it in, and now I'm going to throw it up on the screen here. Yes, so Vatsim, what's happening over here? So let's have a quick look. So Friday, Thursdays in Toronto. Okay, that looks. Riga Friday run. Very good, very good. Over the river and through the woods, an F&O. Friday night operations. The headwinds are strong and the leaves are brown. Everyone is flying back to their hometown. There's no non-stop route. In from the coasts, come lay over with your Midwestern hosts. Our biggest hubs are staffed to the brim for you to fly out, fly through, or fly in. No need for a sleigh, no need for a horse. Join your fellow traveller in the crowded concourse. Trading 757s or CRJs, there's not long to stay. Waiting at the gate before the delay. So let the best of Zob, Zeb, and Zimmy get you up and away, and over the river and through the woods, home for Thanksgiving Day. Come here, 10 points for the effort, look. That's very good, isn't it? So over the river and through the woods, a Friday night operation on Friday, November 17th, and it's on Vatsim. Now here's the thing, right? I say this all the time, and we need to get ourselves back into Vatsim, and I know, I have the US VF4 stuff I'm working on. I'm also started working on the IF4 stuff. So there's a lot more stuff coming. If you ever wanted to get yourself involved with flying Vatsim online, well, we've completed a kind of, ICAO regulation VF4 Vatsim course, specifically in Ireland, but it's you can transfer it to anywhere in Europe. If you want to kind of transition that to US flying, there's a couple of things you need to kind of look on, but we're going to cover all of that soon, right? Soon. So more of that coming on the way, but do be sure to check out some of the Vatsim stuff, lads. It's absolutely fantastic, right? Fantastic. Right, here we are now. That didn't take long. Oh, Jesus, is me sim in an absolute... I was thinking about it, look. Right, bring the time back up here so we can actually see what it is we're trying to do. So, the C160 Transall, right? And I do have a feature list or an update list from the developer Azur, right? Oh, Boris is in... Yeah, Boris is in the chat, yeah. Right, so, wait till you hear this. I'll tell you what the crack is, right? So, animated paratroopers and vehicle cargo drop, a new heads-up display with custom display. The FMS is now capable for flight plan management. The new FMS pages include the initialization, flight plan, departure, arrival, runway, facility info, and direct to. It also has a new EFIS arc and map modes. Flight plan display is on the EFIS. Fixed the fuel consumed from only one tank at once. Fixed the APU stopping after a few minutes. Corrected the engine sounds. Removed loud engine sound in multiplayer. Added a button to refill methanol. Switched to toggle nav mode to VLOC or GPS. They fixed the formation lights toggling on the wing. New EFB option to set the payload's weight manually. Fixed incorrect RPM hundredths indication. Fixed propeller RPM drop after touchdown. They fixed the incorrect generator frequencies. Updated the EFB with the autopilot VS mode. Use of the working title GNS package by default. Possibility to hide the yoke. More ergonomic autopilot pitch switch. Fixed IFF knob to not changing the transponder state. Fixed propeller dust effect displayed with the engine off. Updated the EFB map source. Small EFIS colour change. Fixed the missing decals on the French grey livery. And several other minor fixes too. Hey, Winklegasser, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. 6 months, dude. Piece of Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Cheers. So, lads, here we are with an upcoming update from Azur. Great bunch of lads. When you think about the aircraft they've released, most notably the likes of the Fuga Magister and, of course, this thing. There is an awful lot of updates coming out for this. Visually, what do we see? Well, we see a couple of corrections. There's nothing necessarily new from the exterior. They have fixed some of the lights and you know the sounds. They're the main things you're going to pick up from any sort of exterior on this. But the nuts and bolts of this come to the aircraft itself, refining how the systems work, and they've also added a ton load of features. So why don't we go exploring them, shall we? Right? I see a question coming in here from Gibbo, and it's a question over on YouTube. Hang a second. So let me see. So SLH Sim Designs. I pour my heart into... Hang on, I can find it over here. Ah, here we go. So I pour my heart into scenery creation. I'd say they're quite decent if I do say so myself, but I'm not quite sure the number of sales are worth the many hours spent producing them, which is partially due to piracy. What do you think the sim is missing scenery-wise that would appeal to a wide global audience? That's a serious question. SLH Sim Designs, you're very welcome in. Well, lads, there's a question for all of us if you're here on YouTube or on Twitch. What do we think that the sim is missing in terms of scenery that would appeal to a very global audience? Interesting stuff. Marv, when was the last time the C-17 updated? Last week. Or 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. What are we missing in terms of scenery? Well, look at the world that we fly in. What are we missing? The ground traffic is one of them, perhaps. Roads, definitely an issue. Mesh. Trees are already there. Water masking is definitely something. But if you're looking at, you know, from what I think straight off the bat, every airport or, you know, some sort of a scenery add-on, I was going to say SCOTUS. It's not going to be SCOTUS. Railways, says Alison Johnson. Anna Crussis, good to see you. Anna Crussis is here on YouTube. Only 21 likes. Come on, hit that button. Ah, very kind. Thank you very much indeed. Seasons, well, seasons will be default. Railways is a good idea, right? Railways is a good idea. What do you think, lads? What are we missing scenery-wise? You have airports. In terms of, you know, what Latin VFR have done with all the VFR landmarks, they were important. VOR stations, they're kind of cool. What do we need from a scenery? It's very difficult to describe. The reason being is if you work on an airport, well, it's going to be popular for people who fly in and out of that area. If you make an airport that has features that no one else has really done, that'll appeal to everyone. You know what I mean? Every city is a ghost town. Nightstep says, squirrels! Animation rather than static in general makes things feel alive. Yep. Scott Voice says, missing era places in the old days. Historic places. Now you're on to something. Pubs. Birds. Traffic. Yeah. All fantastic ideas, lads. I'd like to say, like, what Gibbo was saying, animations make sceneries come alive. Do you know what I mean? And they don't have to just be animations. I think sound effects are important. They just make the thing more immersive. Definitely if you look at the timed eras, like, you know, what if you were to say, okay, I'm going to create an asset package based on the 1950s and airports based on the 1950s, for example, or, you know, the 1940s or the 1970s. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there are options you can work on because outside of Red Wing, right, they've done the ye old sceneries, right? Maybe there's options there. Camels will be nice. There you go. We need ambience. We need life. Indeed. If they could make a mod to make roads more noticeable or just black asphalt would be great. Nothing worse than a green road. Husker Du. Yeah, that's an option. The ability to turn on runway lights via a keybind or a key ring to a radio frequency. That would be huge, Razor Cab. If you can have so much way that your avionics can activate runway lighting at nighttime, that'd be a huge thing. But I don't think that's possible yet. Cities that don't look like they are melting, says Big Al. Yeah. Gral says merge with Truck Sim. More interaction land and sky. Absolutely. Volcanoes with ash lava. Jesus, that's a huge one. Air hostesses, which give special attention to the pilot in charge, says Mickey Ozzy. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. So I hope you're getting a couple of ideas here, mate. Like, don't ever think that people don't appreciate the hard work that third-party developers do. I've no time or place for piracy. Anyone who does this stuff needs a ginormous kick in the arse because all you're doing is damaging what some third-party developers are the reason why they make these stuff in the first place. Like or hate the developer, they're doing it for a business or they do it for a passion. So, you know what I mean? But another reality is you're never going to get away from it. You're never going to get away from it. So, you know. Scenery. I don't know, man. Making scenery takes so much time, at least. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. Motion and sound are key to the immersion. There you go. Billboard for ads, says Woosh Blamo. Great idea. Yeah, like it's a very interesting subject matter. Fair play, Gibbo, for bringing it up. So basically what we want a scenery that's old, has sound effects, animations, a Skoda and a pub beside a railway with signs and a cabin crew who look after the pilot. That's what we're after. When do we want it? Now. When do we want more of it? Yesterday, and we want more tomorrow. Right? Brilliant. Anyway, let's check out this machine here for the moment. Are you ready? That's the back door, look. Jesus, there's a fine back door in this thing, isn't there? Into the cockpit, and straight away, you're going to realise that, Murphy, what's the big thing? It's a heads-up display. Ooh, yes, that's right, friends. You can now add in a heads-up display inside the C160. How friggin' cool is that? Isn't that the cat's meow? And you don't just need one of them. You can actually have two of them. If you can find the button that says EFB, there it is. So if you want it, you have your options over here. I'm going to say, well, sure, give us now a heads-up display for the co-pilot as well. Now we have two of them. Click of a button, put them in, take them out. I like it. I like it, right? So, what else do we have? Well, we have all of this. Cargo dropping. I'll show you how that's all implemented. But as we're sitting here on the ground, well, our ramp door is open. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to power up the aircraft. Batteries on. That'll scare the birds away. Batteries on. We're going to get some lights on here now as well. Some externals. Get our position lights. And come down here. We've got some console lights on just to see what we're doing. As the battery's starting to fire up here, leave our gens off for the moment. We'll come down here a little bit lower. We have the ramp door open. That's fine. That can stay open. Get a bit of pilot lighting on here. Taxi light, leave that alone for the moment. All our various fuel pumps, leave them alone at the moment. And I want to power up the aircraft. So we're going to start with the APU. Now we have the choice of using a ground power unit, but I want to use the APU. So we're going to open up the air inlet and wait for the green light. Green light is going to be set to green and we'll start the APU. As we hit the starter button, we're now looking for a rotation on the RPM for the APU, and she should all start coming alive now in a jiffy. You should hear it spin now as well. You can see it spin up there like a divot, look. There we go. So the APU is coming online. Have a quick look up here. Your air valves, these are important. So you want to make sure that your turboprops are shut and your APU valve is open. Okay. Quick look down. We're going to make sure that our bleed air systems are now activated. Green light is on. Come back up to our overhead and you'll notice now that we can actually put our power onto G5, generator 5. That's your APU. Green light is on and we'll go ahead and turn on all our generator switches and the drop switches for the transfers. So your electrical systems are now up and running. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Go ahead and reset that one here as well. And we can also get a read now from voltage or battery switches that are doing their thing. Excellent. And we have some avionics, we can go ahead and say okay to all of that. So next up, we're going to close up the ramp door, right? So ramp door is located here, so we're going to flick the up switch. Have a look outside. Sorry, it's already open. You want to close it, Murph. Actually, hang on, before we close it, let's load in some seats and some paratroopers. Excellent, look at this. So we have a couple of paratroopers loaded in. So you have 4 of the divils here, look. You have Edward, Tedward, and Edward Ward, and Jimmy, right? And Jimmy. Kinda mushy, but you're a blessing to the sim world. Hang on. Kinda mushy, says Downrange, but you are a blessing to the sim world. You brighten up dark days and bring endless smiles. Would love to meet you someday. Much love. Ah, Downrange. Ah, Jesus. Thank you very much indeed. So here, very kind of you. This fella now, Jesus, you know, I had the very same look on my face when I was about to jump out of a plane. It's also the same face I tend to have sitting on the John, but that's not important right now, right? So you have these dudes here, right? That's a new thing. Right, close up the old ramp there now. Pack them in now like sardines. We'll see you a lot in a while. Best of luck to you. Right, now, what else do we have? Well, we have our front door open. Go ahead and close the door. Our ground power unit is there. Disconnect. Get rid of our covers. Wheel chocks are already away. And we're going to go for an engine startup. All right? So to start the engines on this, it wasn't the same face you had when you landed. It wasn't. Ailerons into wind, also known as the him. You're very welcome in, dude. Great to see you. All right. So, well, I want to power up the aircraft here. So we're going to start the left engine first. We're going to put on our fuel pumps. Very good. We're going to put our isolator switched into the start position, and we just want to make sure that our fuel valves are all in the open position as well, which they are. Excellent choice. Our throttles are in idle. Your condition levers are cut off, and well, we're going to go for a start on this. So we're going to lift up the switch. We're going to put the starter into the down position, this into the up position. Engine starter switch has been engaged, and we monitor the RPM. Once we get up to roughly 20, we'll introduce some fuel, and this engine will start making some beautiful noises. Let's have a look. There we are in around the 20. Fuel in, and let's have a listen. They're pretty good, aren't they, lads? I mean, they're just pretty good. Right, continue on with our startup, so we should now have a good start. Everything's looking stable here. Go ahead and disengage the starter. And we'll get some electronics turned on here now as well, because the gens are going to start kicking on. So we'll turn on our FMSs. We'll also arm our IRSs. This is all new, by the way. Get some lightage turned on. Now we can also turn on our EFISs, your screens here, look. Beautiful. You can also disappear the yokes, which is a new thing as well, which is awesome. So I'll move over to the far side now. We can turn this gadget on here in a moment. We'll put him into standby. Let's get some lights on over here. And get our EFIS systems turned on. Looking good, looking good. So we continue on. We can see all the options inside the FMS, but we're going to continue now with our engine. So the right hand side, turn on the fuel pumps, starter switch up and engage the starter. And again, we're going to monitor our RPM. Once we get up to about 20 or so, we'll introduce some fuel and we should be good to go. So sounds on the far side. Go ahead and introduce some fuel. There we go. Doesn't it sound fantastic? Absolutely class, lads. Absolutely class. Okay, so engine is stable. We're holding. Go ahead and put the starter switch to off. Double check up here. Make sure all our gens are now working. Gens 1, 2, 3 and 4 are now alive. We're looking good. Go ahead and turn our servo, pitot heat and AOA sensors to on. Canopy heating, put them on low. Sides, turn them on here as well. We also want one down to our air valves. So we're going to put the turboprop to on. APU comes off. Speed change for the transfers, leave them alone. The ramp is in the off and locked position. What else do we have here? Green circuits, leave them alone. We can do a quick test on our flares. So we've 64 flares on board, that'll do. Go ahead and close the guard. We don't need to worry about any of the air refueling at the moment, that's all perfectly fine. And our pressurization, that's all set to automatic. Altitude, we'll put that in manually. And rate of change, we'll bring this up a smidgen. And as we start climbing, that'll change all the pressurization that we need. This here is for all our ventilation, but we're okay. Most of this is automated, so we don't need to worry about it. And what else do we need to do? Oh yeah, so our heads-up display, check this out. So we're going to have our on button over here on the right-hand side, make it nice and bright. Might be a little bit hard to see because it's a very bright background. You can also do a test. Press and hold the button to test. You'll see this clearer once I get airborne. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, so the FMS, right? Go ahead and turn our weather scope on. And have a look at this. So these are the options now that we have with the FMSs on board. And you can see that we have our flight information, from, to, tactical, airport, and so on and so forth. So let's go down and put in our from, to. So let's go in here for a moment. And we're going to say, right, how the keypad works on this, it mimics the real aircraft. So for us to get to the letter E, it's not a case of pressing it twice like an old phone. So we press D once, but now we hit the middle button to say, well, we want the second digit of letters. So it's echo, E. Number 3, we're going to hit 3, but then we hit the button on the right-hand side to show I want the third option. Can you guys see that? Does that make sense to you? So if I want to show the letter G, well, I can press this and then this. If I want H, well, I press this and... Sorry, this and then this. Do you get the idea? So we're going to say Echo, India, Mike, Echo. Yeah? And we're going to put in Echo, India, Mike. No, it's not Mike. You dope. It's November, November. November, November. So, we can now see the airport. We're going from Baldonnel down to Shannon. We have a lot long, so we have information here which is brilliant. We never had this before, right? We can also go into our initialization where we can put in your fuel, your weight, Q&H, all the jazz. You can put it all in. You also have a flight plan page telling you that, well, if you want to go to Shannon, you need to fly at a bearing of 252 degrees. And then it'll get its mileage shortly, yeah? So they're independent of each other, which is great. Isn't that cool? How cool is that, right? So there is a manual included. There's a huge manual included. So you can read up on all the new features. But basically now for, you know, IF4 capabilities, you can absolutely do that inside this aircraft now. And even if you wanted to turn one of these off, see the way you have this on-off switch? You got to press and hold it. See the way it'll shut down in 3, 2... That's because I'm pressing and holding it. They've even modelled that in. It's a very nice addition, right? So I think we're looking okay here at the moment. Lights are looking good. Condition levers, leave them off for the moment. I should have turned you off, but that's okay. Not going to use methanol for takeoff. It's like a turbo system with water, essentially. But everything else here is looking fairly okay. The APU, I can go ahead and bring this offline. Don't need that anymore. So we're going to cut these off. And you hear the sounds. So they're now coming offline. And our tablet, we'll turn this back on once we get airborne because we're going to simulate a drop. Is that fair enough? So I want me taxi lights. And I want me... What else do I want? Upper console lights are already on. We'll put on our landing lights here now so we don't forget. And we can also jump into our GNS here if we need to. And you can put in a flight route. You can control it by here as well. Alright. So with that said, it's time to taxi. So parking brake coming off. And we'll start rolling. Okie dokie. I paused me chat because I'm in Egypt. Low tech! What are you saying to me? Hang on there a second now. Any update for us 13th gen owners? So 13th gen CPU, is it? Hang on a second. Glad you asked. Intel 13th gen update. 1 second now. So in August, Intel said that they were going to be updating the 13th gen processing stuff, right? So where is this now? There was an error. Something went wrong. Really, Intel? Really? Hang on. Let's see here now. There was an update in August. I just need to find the news for you here. Let's see here now. We want this in the last month. Bear with me now. So the 13th gen for Intel. So we saw the 14th gen release date hit on the 17th of October. The 14th gen pre-order have started. However, if you're looking for a proper breakdown of the new blah blah blah, grant. Okay, so is the 13th gen still worth it? Yes, there's been vast reported improvements over the previous generation of Alder Lake. Where's the update I'm looking for? Hang on. Bear with me. So the story was the 13th gen Intel Core processor was supposed to be getting this new APO tech, right? Now they said they couldn't do it on the 12th gen. They're still trying to do it on the 13th gen, right? I'm trying to see here now. Do. I still didn't see the release note for it, so like once I know where we're at, I'm just looking for an update. Intel confirms APO. Ah, look at this. This is news from 1 day ago, lads. 1 day ago. So this is breaking news for those of us on the Intel stuff. Intel confirms APO feature not coming to 13th and 12th gen. What? That's a bit of a problem. Intel Application Performance Optimization, a unique feature that sets the 14th gen Raptor Lake refresh processors apart. Despite it being two practically the same microarchitecture, APO is software-based, application-specific processor optimization that is found to offer up to a 16% performance boost. APO is an extension of the Intel dynamic tuning technology. However, they said that it ain't coming to the 12th or 13th. That's a big bit of a problem. That's interesting. Typically for Intel, their PE cores cause performance issues in games. Ooh. Hey, Kurt Easy, good to see you. So there you have it, lads. There was to be an Intel APO feature, but now they're saying it's not coming to the 13th or 12th gen core processors. That's huge news. It was supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? So Intel fixes their E-cores for gaming, but it doesn't give the 12th or 13th gen users the fix. Yeah, it's typical, isn't it? No surprises there, so. Anyway, the EFB, we're going to go into the EFB now once we get airborne, but just to give you an idea of where it is, your loading is in here. This is where we can put in all our stuff, and if you hover over it, it'll give you a visual representation of what it is you're trying to put into the aircraft. How cool is that, right? But anyway, we're going to get airborne, and then I'm going to show you how this drop works, right? Now, ramble on here, nice and easy. Look at the state of that view. Look how good this thing looks. Isn't it only gorgeous? So I'm here in Casement Aerodrome, and well, I'm just going to take off, get airborne, and show you guys what these new features look like. Bit of flaps into the equation for us. Okay. So far, so good. Did you show everyone your gaff there, Murph? Complete with Stu Duvet. You only went and vandalised me virtual home. Nice looking hood. Yeah, the hood is good. The hood is good. So hang on, we just got ourselves taxied out here. Landing lights are on. Yeah, we're looking good. We're going okay-ish on time. So far, so good, lads, right? By the way, if you've just tuned in, if you're watching us on YouTube, you're very welcome aboard. Should be stunning 4K. Well, I don't know if it's stunning, but it's 4K. And of course, if you're here on Twitch, thank you so very, very much indeed, lads. I really do appreciate everyone stopping by. If you're new here, if you're on Twitch, do be sure to hit that follow button. We're on the road to 9,000 followers. We're very close. And if you're here on YouTube, be sure to hit the old like and subscribe button. The hood doesn't seem to overflow the glass. We'll have a look at that. The hood stays in the glass, which is exactly the way we want it. Yeah? Exactly the way we want it. Okay, so get ourselves lined up here, Murph. So condition lever is full and full. Oh. Why are they shutting down? Really? I'm after breaking me engines. Balls! Balls! Shh. I know how to fix it. Oh, we're in a terrible mess here for the minute, lads. Jesus. She'll hardly start at this now, will it? She's not going to start without the APU. Well, the curse of the 7 balded lepers in it. Shh. It's fine. Let's not do anything drastic for the minute. How did I shut it off? So, how have you been? APU, come on, you divil.
Hello there.
Why isn't the APU started? Start up, you divil. Really? Have I shagged it? What happened there, lads? Azur Poly are here. I know they're here. Why don't we have the APU working? Let's try that again, shall we? Yes. There she goes. Out of fuel, most possibly. No, not out of fuel. Okay, APU's coming up. We'll get these engines started again. That was embarrassing. Not like Murphy to break something. Well, this is awkward. I don't know what I did there. Maybe they shut them off. I don't know what I did. Fear not. Okay, APU. Let's be having you. APU be running. Engines. Let's be having you.
Hello there.
Houston, we have a problem.
We have a huge problem. We have a huge problem. Sterling says, it's a known bug. It happens all the time when you push the condition levers all the way forward. Can't believe they haven't fixed that yet. I've never had that issue before, Sterling. Let's see what happens. They're now all the way forward. I can see the prop spinning. That's a good sign. I turned off all me redeems. Hey, we just got a super chat. Sonny for the £3. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, man. Hang on. I'll press a button now because I can do it. And, you know, where's this button now? Yeah.
So look at this big Aegis.
Yeah, that's me, lads. That's me.
Yep. We're going the wrong way.
Sweet Lammy Jesus, look, it just came through in the super chat. It's all working well now, lads. Brilliant. Right. Get the second freaking engine up and running, will you? You big idiot. I'll fix it. Engine 2 is spooling. Ah, this is brilliant. It's totally fine. We're on top of it now, lads. Right.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Now it's totally grand. Right, now, totally fine. There's nothing to worry about at all. How's the audio on them working? Right, fuel, Murph. Yes. So effectively, what I just demonstrated there, lads, was how to break it. Ah, Jesus. Right, we're grand. We're spooling up here now. This is fantastic crack altogether, isn't it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Raise the guard covers on the prop brake switches. Seems to help with the issue. Okay. Okay, engines are now running. Thanks be to God. Turning that off. Turning that off. And turning that off. Okay, I left you in this position. Okay. That was just the test to make sure it was working, right? Okay, are we ready? Let's try and fly the thing. Power coming in. Off the brakes. Get the bejesus out of it. Speed live. $120. Oopsie daisy. Positive rate of climb. Now look at the hood. See this icon over the hood on the bottom? I bring up the landing gear. Check this out. Did you see the icon change? That's kind of handy, isn't it? So the icon changes, lads. So the hood, well, the hood is customized completely, you know? Did it just start without using the condition levers? No, no, no. The condition levers are already set to full. See? For some reason, when I moved them forward, they shut down. That shouldn't have happened. Never happened before, but sure, we'll see. But at least I know we can fix it. Right, let's bring up the EFB here. And we'll go into a nice little autopilot gadget. Because they've included their own autopilot, right? So if we put in altitude, bring us up there, we say to 5,000 feet. And we can V-speed this at 1,000 feet per minute. Activate autopilot, please. Right, give us 2,000 feet in our climb. Heading 279. I suppose 270 will do us. Okay. So we want 5,000 feet. Get us up to 5,000 feet there. That's altitude hold. Get rid of that for a minute. Why is that clicking off? Stay on, you devil. Right, so, speed. Bring it down a bit. Flaps are in. So the payload. We'll have a look at this now in a sec, right? The sounds be loud. We're not high enough. We're sending these lads out to like a terrible mess. Let's just double check we have everything turned on the way we should have. Electrics. Generators. Should all be on, which they are. Yeah, we're looking good. Autopilot. She won't V-speed for me. Turn off the autopilot. Turn on the autopilot. And let's go V-speed. So, climb, you devil. Fixed it. I now know what's wrong. Okay, so let's climb up. We want to get to 5,000 here, right? So we continue to climb. Look at that! Isn't that something? Okay, so we want 5,000 feet here. Altitude 5. So bring us up there now a smidgen. You have to be careful when you have other stuff bound to it. Do you know? So we're continuing to climb. Now let's go into our load manager. So we have our people loaded here in the back, yeah? And we have this view here, so the ramp door is down. So I must actually... I'll bring this view back here a bit so we can actually see what's going on, right? Omega, yes, this is in the marketplace, dude. 100%. Start levers. It's got a hood only a mother could love. Right, so I'm going to save a viewpoint here so we can actually watch what happens now in the back, right? So where are we at? We're at 5,000 feet. That's locked in. Autopilot is finally doing what it's supposed to be doing. Perfecto. Right, lads, we're going to open the ramp. Are we ready? Now, we can sound the horn here if we want. Open, says me. Right. Now, we can all see from that view, can't we? We're going to be dropping the lads over the Bog of Allen. Are we ready? So we're going to say cargo dropping. Yes. So we can drop our seated troopers. Watch this. Press the button. Stand up. Honk up. Sound off. Equipment check. Check this out. So the lads are getting up. They're animated doing the thing. Look. Good luck to you, Thomas. Jesus, there he goes. Oh, Jesus. There goes Thomas, look. Ah, Jesus. Right. Off he goes. There goes Billy. Poor Billy. And Billy and Divilly. There goes whoever that was. Good luck to you now. You were doing great. Ah, you were great crack. We'll miss you. Oh, Jesus. And there's the last fella. Away he goes. Look. Ah, Jesus. You were great. Come back, lads. Now, we can also drop more, right? We can also drop more. Check this out. There's a whole shebang of them. Drop all the troops. Wait to see this. Look. Look out the back there now. Wouldn't it be hilarious if the thing crashed? No, right, we're laughing. So I pressed the button and we should now have a load of people jumping out. Look, there they go, look. There they go to save the day. Good luck to you, lads. Right, isn't it brilliant? Now, hang on. What if we were to put some vehicles in? Cargo loading. Sure, give us an owl gadget, will you? Give us one of these. Drop the cargo. Drop the front. VBL. Dish, dish. Look at this. Look at this. There goes the vehicle. Under a deployed parachute. Well, 3 of them. Isn't that deadly? Jesus, the lads will have a terrible long walk to catch that thing. Right, go back into cargo loading. Load up an old VAB there. Oh no, we can't. No, you can't. Never mind, you can't do the VAB. Wait, can we put 2 of these in? 1 and 2. Jesus, Murphy, you're inside the thing. Hang on. Right. So our vehicles are here and ready to rock, look. You went too far. So there's our 2 vehicles. Right. Release the hounds. Drop the front. Drop the troops. Just evacuate the plane. Get them all out. There go the lads, look. Oh, Jesus, there goes the truck. Whoa, jeez. It's pretty cool, isn't it? We need Skodas to drop, right? Don't leave home without it. The combat Skoda. Now, can we drop the other fella? Yeah, we can. So it's a nice little touch, lads, isn't it? So we'll see another vehicle drop out the back here now in a moment, look. There he goes, look! Oh! It's a nice touch. And for anyone who likes flying, what happens if you do it inverted? Splat! What happens is... well, hang on, we can load up more troops here again, look. So put your troops in, cargo dropping, drop the seated troops. So we'll watch them do their animations here now as they go for an L jump out. But it's cool. It's a nice little feature, isn't it? What's his think, lads? Up. Jesus, I wouldn't be able to do that. Backwards. Up. Up. Oh, Jesus. Look at him, look. The face of fear. Up. Oh, God almighty. That's not how it's done, no, it's not. Where's their friggin' flare? They're supposed to flare into... Anyway, that's not important. But it's a nice feature, isn't it? And as I said, we have the 2 heads-up displays, look. It's only a matter of getting your viewpoint correct. Do you know what I mean? So, let's see. And you can see, like, they're very functional, you know? Yeah, they're on a static line, you know? Or do it when you're 10 feet off the ground. Double splat. Marines are supposed to wear at least 32 pieces of flare, right? And of course, we Brits would use the side door, not the ramp. Don't use the ramp! The depravity. They're going to jump out of a moving aircraft, we're going to use the side door, the hatch. The reason being is, well, it looks more damn justified and defined. It's more gentlemanly-like. Imagine running out of the ramp of an airplane. The ramp? Not at all. We use doors for entry and egress and exit. Do the flares work? Oh, be the hokey do the flares work. Of course the friggin' flares work. Let's close the owl ramp. Ramp is closing. And turn on the flares. Flares are on. And let's see here now. Make it a bit kind of darkish. Yes. Now, what am I trying to do? Brighten it up there now, Murphy. Just to make it look all kind of nice, right? And we'll go tactical here now in a second. Oh, Jesus, it's very dark in here. Why didn't you turn on the shagging lights? Hang on, lads. I need to turn on the lights. Green, yeah, we want green. Yes. And in the middle bit, we want a bit of light. Or UV, sure. Yes. And then over here, we want another bit of green. Where's the switch? Yes. Check out the night lighting-ish. Isn't that gorgeous, lads, isn't it? I mean, how well can you see that? Isn't that only stunning for night lighting? Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the state of it. Now, lightage. So, taxi lights and others, turn them off, Murph. Yes. Turn them off. Because now we want our flares to do the thing, right? So if I have a button here, I think... Is that the fire button? Fire! Dish. So we should now have flares launching. There they go, look! Yup, you devil, you! Isn't that cool, isn't it? Ara, come on, lads. Isn't that only deadly altogether, eh? Isn't it only fantastic? Hang on, I'll fire off another blast of them here. It's class looking. Uber Air, says Patrick Doyle. It's nice, isn't it? So that's the update to the Transall. And if we may have found a new bug here tonight, which is with those condition levers. Flares. Hang on, you want me to drop flares and the troops at the same time? At night time? Are you mad? Hang on a second. Load cargo. Get the boys in there now, fairly lively. Cargo loading. Yeah, load them in there now, will you? Cargo dropping. Oh wait, balls, I didn't open the friggin' door, look. Open the door! The door's opening. Reload your flares while you're here. Right. Cargo loading. So we put in our people. And cargo dropping. Jeez, we can't see a thing. Nighttime or daytime? It'll have to be daytime. You can't see a friggin' thing. So we'll do some flare action and we'll drop the lads out as well at the same time. You're going to scare the bejesus out of the people in Kildare. Sure, listen, they'll be well used to it, things falling out of the sky. Do you know? Right, here we go now. Drop all the troops and launch some flares. Here we go, lads! There go the boys! And there go the flares. Right? I mean, where would you get it, lads? Where would you get it? Mass exodus out of the airplane. But anyway, you can see what we mean by the update from Azur Poly. The major things to consider are, of course, the hoods. And you can turn them on or off to your heart's content. Pretty handy. You can also hide the friggin' yokes if you need to. Right? What else can we do? The autopilot system works. The FMSs are a great addition. Absolutely great addition. And they fixed the sounds of the engines, which is a huge plus as well. So I have to say, Azur Poly, great work, lads. Great work. Do you know? So as I'm looking at the time, we need to be quick here because now, friends, we're going to be checking out a scenery pack by Clifford Designs, right? And, well, it's that in the Philippines, right? It took a year of meticulous development. Ramos, a self-proclaimed hobbyist who stumbled into scenery development, has crafted an immersive experience that transports simmers to the stunning northmost reaches of his home country. Now, there's every chance this is going to break, look. Sure, we'll see what happens, right? Get to the chopper now. We want to go flying. We'll go in the chopper. And where do we want to take off from here now? There's a map. Yes. So if I take off from... Jesus. Somewhere interesting. Hang on a second. Bear with me now. You can take off from... certain points include... RP60. Let's have a look. RP60. Go. Okay. And in we go like a devil. Now, there's every chance my sim will crash here, but just bear with me, right? So we're going to start off down here. We're going to go exploring in the region. There we go. And hopefully this works, right? Those flares look much better in the day, says Ithi. Do you reckon? Interesting. So yeah, so we're here with the H160 from High Performance Group, an excellent helicopter in the sim. Please don't crash simulator. It does this as a fierce habit of it, you know. Hey, Muse fan is here. It's good to see you, Muse. D&H, good to see you. Welcome in. Patrick Doyle is here. Good to see you. Who else did I miss? Pilot Peely. Welcome in. I can see a C160 display team forming, right? Flares off. Absolutely. It looked brilliant. Let's hope now that the old gadget doesn't crash. It's a fierce habit of crashing. Really? A flight sim from Microsoft? Crashing? Ridiculous. That would never happen. Now, where are we at? Wait now, she's thinking about it. It isn't looking good, lads, is it? I mean, honestly, this should have loaded. Oh, she's still loading. Say nothing. 83. Ah, we're in. Brilliant. Don't crash. Okay, we're in. Peter Jesus. Right, it still loaded me in at night time, even though, you know. Right. So, Jesus. So the plan here is, lads, we're going to go exploring in this region. But just have a look at the state of the scenery already, just as we load it in, right? You've been there for an hour and a half. Sorry, Muse. Jesus, we're taking ages. Look at the detail. Look at the frigging grass, look. Oh, look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. Right? Sound effects. Isn't that unreal? I mean, you know what I mean? Isn't that mad? We have found paradise in our beautiful meadow. And things are going to get very loud in here now in a minute because I'm going to start up this machine as we go exploring. I saw a comment about this scenery a while ago that said it kind of looks a little bit like friggin' Unreal or the Unreal Engine, right? When you think about it, I mean, look at the helipad over here, but look at the attention to detail your man has gone into. It's actually very, very good. Have you guys seen even like flowers? Have you seen the flowers like that in a flight sim yet, right? And the detail is stunning. Now, to give you an idea, the map that he's given us with this, which is a little, it's like something I do, you know, get out your biro and draw it on the map. The area covered and the suggested route, it's a huge one. Hundreds of kilometers, right? And that's the whole region, look. There's even waterfalls, there's all sorts of stuff. So, let's go exploring. So I'm on the Southeast Asian server, lads, if you'd like to join us. I hope. Multiplayer is on. Yes. Now, if Muse said he's here... Muse, where are you? This would be so Murphy now if multiplayer isn't working, wouldn't it?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Muttley has subscribed for 7 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Great to see you. Welcome in. I still read everything. Right? Okay, so let's get some power into this machine here, Red Rider. Now, bear with me. I know how to air a chopper. Yes, that looks good. And we come over to... What? Doesn't that pilot disappear? Now, let me see. Crew and payload. Which is get out of me, chopper. Get out of it. Equipment. Yes, we're looking good. Storage covers are all off. Options, that looks good to me. Lights need to come on here now, Murph. Let's see here now. So if I go to here, and I go to lights, there we go. So position, anti-collision logo. And we will confirm this, and we will acknowledge that, and we're going to go for a start. Are we ready? Everything here look good. Anti-collision lights. Yes. Ambient. What else do we need here? Cockpit lighting. Very nice. Very nice. Liberty Flight, good to see you, man. What's up, constant fantastic channel? I'm learning so much from watching her accountant. Wait, what? Who's? What? Jesus. Moving on. Flight. Up you devil. You can actually tell the machine to disappear the pilot. Crew and payload. Yeah. Beautiful sounds. This is a beautiful chopper, lads. Okay, we're sounding good. That's okay. Okay. Anyone in multiplayer yet? No? Okay, engines be running. Quick check outside. Beautiful. Okay, let's put in a small bit of power and let's go exploring, lads, shall we? So, parking brake coming off. Terrain warning. Turn that gadget off. That'll drive me friggin' nuts. Mute. Yes, there's other people's now. Brilliant. Okay, power coming in. Kicking up some dust.
Traffic.
That's okay. Bring the gear up. And just mind the trees. Alright. There's Rob MCR ahead of me. Look at this scenery though, lads. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Isn't it beautiful? There's a challenging landing to get something small in here too, look. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Jesus, the view. We'll give ourselves a bit of a turn here. So the airport I spawned to, hang on. I spawned to Romeo Papa 60, RP60.
Traffic.
Philippines, a really underrated country to fly in. Absolutely, Viper Strike. Isn't it gorgeous, lads? Look at the state of this. Hummingbird, what's she saying? I went to a bar and asked for some helicopter crisps. They only had plain. Jesus, look at the texturing here, lads. Isn't it absolutely stunning? And okay, yeah, you're in the middle of a forest, grand, but let's go back to where the airstrip was. Well, let's see if we can find it first. Where's my mappage? Okay, hard left. Isn't it gorgeous? So this scenery pack, it's available right now. You can pick it up over on Sim Market and Orbx. It's only a tenner, lads. It's $10 for hundreds of kilometers. Okay, this looks very custom here now. Look, yes, I found it. Okay, perfect. Right, easy does it, Murph. Get the gear down. Let's see if we can do a landing on the helipad. Easy now, Betsy. Easy now, Betsy. Where's the helipad gone? There it is. Right, okay. Can we park it on the helipad? For that is the question. Jesus, then, if I do this, there's got to be some sort of a prize, you know, for me. Do you know what I mean? Easy now. Easy. 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 Easy, Betsy. Let's try that again. Come on, get down, you devil. There you go. Man alive, can you try this at night time in the wind? Do you know what I mean? You'd be in a hoop. Easy. Easy. Nudge forward a time. Oh, Jesus, too much, too much. You made the balls of it. Go back a bit. We're making the balls of it, lads. Go back a smidgen, Murphy. There you go. Right. Drop her down there now. Nice and handy. Finton. Get in now. The perfect parking every time. There you go. Get down, you devil, you. Right, let's have a look. Oh, Jesus. Not very good. Oh, look at that. We found an issue. The scenery's floating, look. No wonder we made a balls of it. Oh, that's not terribly good, is it? Note to developer. It seems to be shagged. You need to fix the elevation here. Let's just see, is it... Maybe it thinks I've landed on an object or something. You know what I mean? No, that's pretty much bang on where we wanted to be. Okay, that is odd. You need to fix that, Clifford. He needs to fix it. Like, it's kind of a shame because the whole thing looks amazing and beautiful, but you can't have that going on, lads. You know what I mean? Not for helicopter flying, because, like, if you're trying to get a visual idea where you are, and next thing you know, you hit the ground that isn't there, that's never going to be fun. Sure it's not. Anyway, there's a bug. So, Romeo Papa 60, the helipad there is shagged. That's okay. Custom trees, though, and the flowers and everything, like, it looks beautiful. Okay. Let's ramble off this way for a quick check. He's even put in all the rocks, look. That's deadly, isn't it? Oh, there's logs! He even put in logs, lads! Brilliant. I mind the trees more, will you? Yep, you devil, you. What do you think? Like, what a stunning area to go around. But are there Skodas? Like, what a gorgeous place to go exploring in. Do you know what I mean? And like, as I said, from the map that he gave us, like, there is a huge area. Massive area. All of coastline, in the mountains, down with the beaches, right? Like, okay, tell you what, let's go down with the beaches to see what we can see, right? Don't run into any mountains now, Murph, whatever you do. Okay, let's find the closest beach. Yeah, it's kind of behind us, right? So we'll speed it up here. Romeo Papa 60 is the airport. Hidden Skodas in the trees, says Ibach. I'm telling you. Okay, so we're going to boot it up and let's have a look at the coastline. Alright? Easy Gaming. Many thanks for the subscribe here on YouTube. Cheers, man. Let's just get over this way here for a minute, look. Because what I want to do, I want to have a look at the coastline, because he's also done fantastic work down there. Imagine if I put it straight into the mountain, though. Jesus, then, you know, that'd be hilarious. Alright, let's head down this way. There's someone in something loud. Big Al, good to see you. It's like that rich guy in Jurassic Park. Yeah. Ooh, there's a sound bleed. Did you hear that? H145? H125? Something has an interesting sound. You can hear it. Wow, look at the river. He's put in little rocks and all that. Muttley, I had to turn all them off because, well, the lads are going bananas with them. Check this out. Look at the details here, lads. Hang on a second. This is only gorgeous. All the rocks and things? Ramble up this way here for a minute. Oh, look at the state of this. That is pretty looking, isn't it? Like all the rocks down with the river, like it just adds to it, doesn't it? Very nice. That is pretty sweet. Okay, out to the coastline. Okay. Watch your speed, Murph. Don't break it. Now, if you get the whole sim to look like this, it'd be great. But it's kind of a sneak peek into what Flight Sim 24 is going to do. I mean, that's the idea behind it. They're going to have this procedural scenery generation at very close areas where, like, AI will just come in and say, okay. Because, you know, something that York said, like, they know certain trees and rocks, that some of them look awful. When the AI tries to draw a tree, it's just like, huh? That's not a tree. So it could be interesting to see what they do with all this, you know? So I just want to head out to the coastline here to see what we can see. But the scenery is stunning. Like, this is a beautiful part of the world to go flying in. It's absolutely gorgeous. What do you think yourselves? I miss trees being on the runway, right? Chrissy, many thanks for the follow, my dude. Good to see you. Lads, thank you also very much indeed for all the follows, subscribes, the likes, the subs, the BJs, the whole lot. You're brilliant. So we got a couple of flyers with us. Well, let's have a look at the coastline here. Look at all the wind turbines. This is class looking. So we want to see what are on the beaches, you know what I mean? Because I know he's modelled a lot of the beaches. Beach huts, bars, resorts, all that kind of jazz, you know? That's so strange the way they have the wind turbines on the beach. Not cool, isn't it? Hey, Sim Mr. Egan, good to see you. Same controls for planes and choppers. Couple of differences between them, but yeah, pretty much the same, dude. I mean, that's nice, isn't it? Tis a nice touch. Hey, Dan is here, good to see you. So there's boats up here, look. Man, this chopper is so good. Dan! Dan! Don't put it in the water now, Murphy, whatever you do. You know. Piley Peely says, I thought wind turbines looked out of place, but they have shadows in the auto. Yeah, no, they belong here. It's nuts, isn't it? So there seems to be something a bit custom over here. Look at this. That's a custom area, look. He's built that with all the little rocks and stuff. And like, look at all the rocks he has here on the ground. Look, that's all custom, lads. That's all part of the custom scenery. There's a road as well. I forgot to mention that. He's also modelled the road. So if you wanted to, you can absolutely take your spruce. Your spruce? You can bring the juice goose. English Murph, you can do it. You can take the juice goose out for a spin here because the roads are drivable. He's went off and he's levelled all the roads. How cool is that? Right, so there is a helipad here down by a couple of mansions. Let's see, can we put her down safely? I love this. You just go exploring and say, oh look, we can land here. Nice. Jesus, we're in a vortex. Go handy, Murph. There we go. Alright, turn us around. There's another aircraft giving me a bleed in. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. Jesus, that helipad is tiny. I will give it a bash. Let's see what happens. This will either go terribly well or terribly wrong. Easy now, Jemima. Easy now. You can do it! Well, we're going to try and do it.
Hello there.
Hello there! Thank you for the follow! Razor Games! Where's the... Oh, it's down there. Find the road, Murphy. Come on, drop her down. Yeah, whatever that other aircraft was, it's gone now, but like, the sounds are shagged. Right, back her up here a small bit. We're alright, Ted. We're alright now. Did Muse fan just reply to himself in the chat? He does that every now and again. I tell you, flying choppers without something like a TFDi could be fairly difficult now, wouldn't it? Right, easy now. Let's see, can we put her down gently? Gotta be careful with the trees, like, you know what I mean? Cold Nebo, you take care of me, dude! Easy. Easy. And the trees. Easy. We'll get there eventually, lads. It's all about making it look like you know what you're doing when really you haven't a friggin' bull's notion. But it's alright. It looks convincing. Easy. Oh, Jesus. Easy. Yes. 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 No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Get down there, you devil, yeah. Right. Jesus, that wasn't too bad at all. I have to say I'm enjoying it. But look at the road, look. So he's leveled the road. Look, it's oh, look how smooth the road is. There's no, like, immediate things launching you into outer space, look. So he's done the road. Nicely done. Nicely done. And, yeah. This is just one little area. And, like, check out the gaffs he did. There's no furniture, mind you, but it looks the job, doesn't it?
Oh, behave.
We're in. Ah, Kurt, thank you very much indeed. 500 bits, look. Thank you very much indeed. We're in the Philippines, right? And he's even included some boats. Yeah, but remember the time we had to look at those boats and the... Never mind. Right, let's go up here a bit now, right? I just want to show you some of this. Because do you see all the rock formations and stuff? This is all custom. This is all part of the scenery, look. Look at the state of this. Jesus, lads. This is postcard kind of stuff, look. Get with the grass, will you? Look at this. Look. This is postcard kind of stuff. Hang on a second now. Let's go this side. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it only gorgeous? You need a bit of kind of music now to work in this one as well. You know, that kind of well, you're in the Philippines. It's not really Caribbean, so let's quit while you're ahead there, Murph. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's brilliant, isn't it? What does this one do?
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
Right, but it is good looking. It's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Mr. Dan is here. It's good to see you. We're here to Spitfire. So this scenery pack, I found one little bug. I'll drop the developer an email. It's $10. Yeah, sitting on the dock of the bay. Yes. Isn't it gorgeous? I think this is a fantastic add-on to go exploring in. Ideal for the choppers, but you can drive cars or even take your fixed-wing airplanes here. It's friggin-tastic, lads. It's only brilliant. I mean, look at the state of it. Look. That's impressive. It really, really is. You know? So hats off to the developer. Great work. And there's hundreds of kilometers of this sort of stuff. We've just went from the mountain down to one part of the coast just to see what the detail is like. Look at it. I mean, look at the state of it. How big is the installation? Good question. What a break in it. In there. Devices. Open that. There you go. Let's see. 2.5 gigs installed. 2.5 gigs, lads. Sure, that's not bad at all, is it? Brilliant. Me, Carlo, it's designed by a chap called Clifford Designs. You can pick it up now on Sim Market or Orbx, and it's in and around $10. I think he's done an incredible job here. Mountain roads, tarmac and gravel if you prefer driving. So you can actually go driving here. It has a ton of waterfalls, rivers, all the sort of stuff. I'm liking it. I really do like this. I think this is a class act, and I think a phenomenal playground, if you like, to go exploring in. And there's hundreds of kilometers. He's covered a massive area here. I like it. I think it's fantastic. Right, we move on. Great stuff from Clifford. It's gas because the first time I read it, I was like, Cli4d. C-Li4d. Yes, it's Cli4d. And then I think it was Big Carlo or Paparazzi and just said, it's Clifford, Murph. Oh, yeah. Oh, and now I know what it is. But yes, all is looking well here now. So, how long did it take him? I think he worked on it for a year. I think he spent a year on it. Brilliant, you know. Murph, how big is your Microsoft Flight Sim in total and community? Well, I've de-bloated it. It used to be hundreds of gigs. Society used to be hundreds of gigs. Now I have it down to, well, it's still hundreds of gigs, but I think I have it down lower. Do you know? Right, let's check out this machine now, Red Rider. And we are going to go, it's the sound, so I need to have multiplayer turned off for the sounds, lads, yeah? Is there an airport nearby? There is too. Right, let's jump in here. Because it's all about the sounds. Proof that Murph does not... Oh no, wait. Proof that Murph does indeed read everything. Energizer, it's good to see you. You're very welcome in.
I feel the need for speed.
That was kind of loud though, wasn't it? But yes. Now, where is it at? Oh yeah. Oh, Muse found with the link. Good man yourself, Muse. Good man yourself. Brilliant. Right, so hopefully this loads in and we're going to have a look at the new Boris sound set for the Cessna 152, lads. It's another brand new thing. So the Boris Audio Works have released the Cessna 152 sound set. Now, if this doesn't work, I'll have to restart the sim. So you just have to kind of bear with me. What happened with the C160? Are the sounds fixed? Johnny Aardvark, yes, I believe they are. Yes, they are. So the overhaul includes, from the Boris sound set, is the engine sounds reacting to many factors such as oil temperature, speed and altitude. Equipment and gyro sounds have been included. Multi-stage stall horn and stall howl. Accurate ground roll and touchdowns. You know what I mean? Right, now, so we're just waiting on the sim to load. It's paused here, but sure, look, if it doesn't work, we'll, well, you know. But yeah, all them alerts we were playing with earlier on, it's great to see them, but I, like, you know what I mean? Otherwise it'll get silly, you know? So I need to do a thing with you know, how they work. If I can make sense at all. You know, that sort of crack. But yes, so there's also, oh look, I have these ones.
Ah! I'm after bashing me hand! Oh, I'm after bashing me toe!
Things I do on a daily basis. You know how it is, lads. But yeah, I must, I'll figure out a way to do them that doesn't absolutely shag the thing. How I'm going to do that now, I don't know. Jeez, the sim won't load. Look at this. Come on, you devil, you! No, I don't think she's going to do it, lads. I don't think she's going to do it. We have to kill the sim. Kill it. Kill the sim. Kill the sim. Right, we're going to kill the sim. Right, and we're going to relaunch the sim. Okay. Maybe a cooldown on the redemptions. Yeah, I need to set it up properly. But we have a beautiful menu. Did I show you the menu? Gibbo made a menu for me. While we're waiting for the sim to load. Gibbo made a menu for me. Right. Now, they don't work now, lads. Just don't be getting too... Imagine if that fell. Right. So it's a beautiful menu. But we need to get it kind of, you know, into a stage where it's not totally sweet lamb Jesus, what was it? Do you know what I mean? But I think it's great. Kill it with fire. Yeah. Murph, our new US hub should be at my... Viper, will you calm it down with the US hubs? You've said it about 1,000 times. Murph, you should open a hub in America. Murph, you need to do the hub in America. Murph, open 2 hubs in America. We're getting close to a new hub, though. We are getting close. So, there's definitely some to the list. 5% me on a massive... It was just a ton of information, really, of all different airports. There's some really good ones in it. And you know what, Viper? It's hard to pick just one. You know what I mean? There's so, like, there's a lot of great ones in it that you're thinking, how can you choose one and not the other? You know what I mean? But we'll see how we go. Great stuff from Firefly Air, by the way, as we are waiting. And the improvements continue with the stats console. Everything's loading up. We're also working hard on getting the webhook back into Discord. You guys might have noticed that's acting to Dennis Hickey, but we're hopefully going to have that fixed soon. And yeah, there's tons and tons of more content coming out for our virtual airline. So if you haven't already, do be sure to check it out. Ramble over to twotonemurphy.com and click on Firefly Air. You'll see it there. It's pretty cool. Jamie, good to see you. Hi, do you think ships will be in Microsoft Flight Sim? Do I think ships will be in There are ships. Don't be sorry, Viper. It's cool, man. Jamie, there are ships in Microsoft Flight Sim. Drivable ships. You know, you can go all Captain Birdseye and drive some ships. Drive a boat. You drive a boat. We've had this discussion before, lads. You know, you drive a boat. Tasty beverage on a Wednesday night. We're just waiting for the L gadget to load up here now. Or if you could play a bit of music or something just to make it like a bit more nicer. Do you know what I mean? What class of an agent are you? Now we're talking. Where'd you get them from? Not if it's a sailboat. No, you sail a sailboat. A Firefly's boat race. Can you imagine the scenes? We had one of them before, Energizer. When we did the Vietnam special, we did a race. It was a water taxi only race. If you took off, you lost it. And that was using some scenery that Jeppesen did for Halong Bay. It was brilliant. That was our very first special. That was our very first adventure special. Great crack. But Jamie Com, yeah, you can get them. You get them on Sim Market. How far is the Lego Concorde? It's about 3 feet away, but I haven't done much. It's kind of half. Well, I won't say it's even. I'm not even halfway there. I'm on bag 9 of 26. I'm trying to simulate how long it took to build it in the real world. Do you know? So I've a good several years to go to, you know. Oh, we're in. Right. Brilliant. We'll keep loading this in case, you know, it decides to poop it, the ground it againeth. You know what I'm saying? What have we got here? Yes. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You got the Lego DB5, says Zybok. Oh, nice. Some of the Lego stuff, it's massive. That Concorde is freaking huge. Like, that needs a home. Like, it's going to live over here. So it's behind the screen. It'll live over there somewhere. Yeah. But I haven't figured out kind of when. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the tunage. I can play this on the spoons. And the Bowron. Ooh. Right, okay, quick. Quick! Distractions!
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
I never turned that off. I now turned it off. Right, lads. Ah, yes. Music. Yes. Countries. Yes. And turned it off. Right. Okay. So we're here to check out some soundages of a Cessna 152. And I'm using the JPL mod for this as well, right? So let's see what we can do here. Okay. So if we do one of these, oh, Jesus, do one of them. Oh, hang on. Yes. What, you can't slew this? Really? You cannot slew the JPL mod? Sweet lamb of Jesus. Right, okay, we can't slew it. Ah, well. Right, what do I want to do here? Bring back the time of the... There you go now. There you go. Now we're laughing. Right, so this is the JPL mod for the Cessna 152, right? Is it because of the chocks? Really? Oh, look at that. You can slew it with the chocks off. That's genius. Right. So with the JPL mod with the Cessna 152, Cessna 152 is freeware, yeah? The JPL mod is also freeware, okay? And it gives you a whole load of options. I mean, you can throw in a 750 in there if you want. Ooh. Or you can put in all sorts of different avionics, including an autopilot, which is nice. But we're not here just to show off this. We're here, lads, to get into the entire sound set that has been developed by Boris. Right? So we're going to leave that alone. Tablet I'm finished with. And, well, it's going to be... Well, let's just listen to some things, shall we? So, a couple of things we need to check. So, park and brake is on. And have a listen to all the sounds, right? So, battery coming on. And here's a gyro. Beautiful. Go ahead and get our nav and beacon light. Fuel shut-off valve is down. Avionics are coming on by themselves. That's okay. Mixture to rich. Throttle open a little bit. We're going to prime the fuel. It's just here. You can't open a window. Clear prop! And let's go for start. Just listen to the sounds, lads. It's gorgeous. Clear prop. It's the Lord Jesus, what have you done? Some more primer, Murphy. Come on, Betsy, you can do it. Clear prop. Come on, Betsy. Jesus didn't like that. Did you hear the bang? Right. I know exactly what to do. Do we have any fuel? I'm after shagging it. The engine's on fire. Ah, no. Jesus, I'm after breaking the thing. Don't worry. I know exactly what to do. Mixture out. Turn the devil. Yeah, I can smell the burning. Right, that's after clearing any of that stuff. Mixture in. Prime it again. Come on now, Josephine. And now start. Come on, you what? Medic! I need a medic! Hang on. What have you done, Murph? What have you actually done? Maintenance. Engine health is 100%. Okay. Why aren't you Doesn't look to be 100%, does it? Turn off realism. I'm after pressing the button to cold and dark. Balls! Come here, door, get in. Right, close that. Fuel valve, down. Come here, you big Aegis. Right, let's try this again. Oh, they're all removed. Brilliant. Okay, battery on. Panel lights, beacon, nav lights. Carpet we don't need. Prime the Jesus out of it this time, Murphy, and none of this messing now. Start pushing. We're grand. I have a good feeling about this one, lads. Jesus didn't have a great feeling about this one. Right. Clear prop.
Now, you could push it in. You could pull it in. Or tow it in. Right here.
We'll try it again. She doesn't want to start.
Hello there.
Hello there. Scarpy, good to see you. Why won't the shagging thing start? What have I forgotten to do? Carpet. Why was the carpet on? Let's try it again, lads. It's alright, I now know what broke it. So the 152, it's a great addition to the your flight sim. It's just shagged. It happens. Is it cold out? It shouldn't be cold. Well, hang on. What is the temperature outside? No, it's roasting. Well, that can't be right. 30 degrees? And we'll fix it. Should they... Why were they all on? Turn them off. I forgot this fuel, or there's all sorts of stuff in this. Right, okay. What do you reckon now, lads? Just like starting a kind of, yeah, that's fine. I've nothing done to me mags, but we'll see. Come on! Come on! Do the thing, will you? Come on, Betsy! Totally fine. I know exactly what went wrong.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Thanks very much.
Restored.
Oh no, it's after restoring the state. Balls. Right. Oh, come on. Will you start this time, please, you big Aegis? Right, here we go. Yes. Clear prop. For reasons that escaped me, it started first time. Weird. Right, close the window here for a minute. You're letting all the heat in. Oh, wait. There we go. Right. That was painful to watch, wasn't it? Okay. Bring up the RPM. Bring out the mixture a little bit. And let's just have a listen, right? Listen to the machine from the exterior. Right? Doesn't it sound like... It's brilliant! It sounds friggin' brilliant. Right. Now, after the whole escapades of trying to start the thing, well, let's go flying, right? So, let me see. A couple of things we need to do. That's okay, that's okay. That's okay. Some lightage. That's now all okay. Okay, so, listen to the sounds, right? Parking brake coming off. That's a mixture in. And just listen to the engine, right?
Hello there.
So you're listening for all the ground roll. You know what I mean? All the shaking sounds. Let's have a good listen. 10 minutes until landing is here. Welcome in, my dude. Great to see you. Jesus, it's all happening now. 10 minutes until landing. Thank you very, very much indeed. 7 months, man. Great to see you. And also, Chris gave us a follow. Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, lads, have a now listen to this now, right? Oh, yes. It's pretty, isn't it? Let's try externals. It's pretty good, this thing, right? So hang on, we'll do a bit of messing around here now. Let's have a look. Okay. So altitude, climb her up there now, Betsy. Okay. Are we ready? The sounds, lads. It's all about the sounds. Have a listen. Isn't that very good, isn't it? We'll do another one. Hang on a second now. It should be Jesus. We'll go miles back now, right? Now let's have a listen. What's it all going to sound like? Do you know what I mean, though? I'm after pressing all sorts of wrong buttons there. Right. So, there's another sound I need to show you. Autopilot off. Let's bring her back here to, back to Kerry. Because I want to, you need to listen to the ground effect, right? So when the wind is pushing down and up at the same time, it's incredible, right? Sounds like a bee in a biscuit tin. Yes, that's a 152. It's a light homing engine, do you know? Rather sounds like a tractor, says Hubba. Indeed, you're very welcome aboard. I think it's pretty good. You think it sounds a little bit too strong? Could be the power settings. One sec. Because we can do all sorts of jiggery poker here, right? Now let's have a listen. Depends on your power settings. You know what I mean? That sounds a lot better. Who's flying the shaggin' plane? Oh wait, I am. Right. Right, here we go. It depends on what way your power settings are. It's going to sound a lot heavier than it actually is, or kind of closer to it. You would rarely fly this thing at 2400 RPM, usually around 2100. These are an old plane. If you tried like cruising at 2400 RPM, your CFI would give you a smack in the side of the head. Do you know? So we're just going to cruise in here. I haven't now listened to it again outside. Two dogs soloed in a 150 in May. Nice. It's not bad at all. I think it's great. And like when you compare this over the default one, I think it's fantastic. Two dogs, you soloed in a 150 back in May 1972. Jesus, brilliant. Depends if you're on tack time or Hobbs time. Hobbs, you fly it balls to the wall. Well, that's true. Dougal, there is. Boris also has a sound pack for the 172 and also the SR22, making them incredible. Alright, so we're going to head in here for a landing. The one for the 172 is awesome as well. Brilliant. Hey Fulda, good to see you, man. You're very welcome in. Is it on the marketplace? Sim Market. It's on Sim Market. €12.50. One batch, we send Murph the invoice. Well, get it for the one. It depends on what you're going to fly in, right? For me, I think the 152 is such an elegant little machine, isn't it? I mean, it's like, Jesus, would you look at that little thing and it trying to fly, right? The 172 is more, it'll pack a slightly larger kind of punch. It's speed, endurance, the whole lot. The 152, it's just you know what I mean? It's one of those timeless classics. Do you know? Hey, Mariner Halley is here. Good to see you. Hope you're well, dude. Welcome aboard. Right, so we're going to try and land this now. Jesus. Send Murphy the invoice, yeah. Dougal a Wombat. Totally sound, lads. I'll tell the missus. Right, now. Where are we going? We're going that way. Yes. It's all about the sounds, lads, right? That's the JPL mod, not the Boris sound mod, just to clarify. What do you mean, Muse? So this Boris sound pack works with the JPL mod. I want her missing the runway. It's alright, don't panic! Whoa! Okay, so power back. From 1 to 10, how much am I looking forward to Beyond ATC? Oh, a solid 10. It looks awesome. Oh, you're replying to someone. That's okay, Muse. Right. We're totally in a mess here, but I want you to listen to the sounds. So let's add in some flaps here. And it's the stall horn in particular we want to focus on. There's 60 knots. Easy now. So we're full flap. About 50 knots coming in and approach. A little bit shallow, but we're okay. So we want to have a listen to the stall horn for a landing, right? And also the ground effect. Keep listening. Right? Like, it's done so well. Is that Jane in the back? So we'll do another landing just to show it off again, because it didn't hold the stall long enough.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
There's stuff happening. Fulda, thank you very much indeed. Paparazzi has gifted a tier 1 sub over to Fulda. Thank you very much, Paparazzi. And well, Fulda, you're very welcome in, dude. But like, when I've landed in a plane, in a little Cessna, in a 172, right? That's what you aim for. You can hear that stall horn going, it's howling, and it gets louder and louder and louder and higher pitched, and then you touch down. It's beautiful when it's done right, but this does it so well. Because it's so reminiscent of, you know, flying the friggin' thing, you know? And like, just before you do, on the ground, the wind is, it's like the wind is beneath you, pushing up. So you can hear the thing, and you can feel it. It almost gives you ground, it does give you ground resistance. Ground effect. You go into ground effect, where the plane is perfectly flying in flight at a reduced speed over the runway at a very shallow altitude, or a very low altitude. No floaties, as Captain Canada would say. Love the AccuSeasons, a complete game changer, isn't it? I mean, look at that, lads. So in Ireland, the UK, parts of America and Europe, not only does it change the colour of the trees, it changes the colour of the terrain. Isn't it unbelievable? It's done very, very well. Captain Canada. You don't know who Captain Canada is? Canoehead, really? Or maybe he's joking. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Bit of slippage. Okay. It's all about the sounds we want, right? Oh, I missed you saying it. Busy updating the sim. That's okay. Captain Canada. Awesome, awesome guy. Okay, let's see if we can do this a little bit better now. And just listen to the sounds changing, right? Brilliant. Right? A little bit hard, but you don't mind that. Especially when you're training. You don't worry about... Forget the butter, lads. Get it down where you're supposed to get it down. That's like the early lessons, right? The butter follows, but like, it's all about precision. I will land, or I will hit the runway right there. That's what you train on first. But anyway, the sounds are so spot on. From that regard, landing, they're perfect. Do you know? I'm from Germany, so excuse please, or I'm from Germany, so excuse me please if I mistake in my English. That's absolutely fine, Fulda. I'm Irish, a native English speaker, and I still can't speak English, so it's quite okay. It's totally fine. You know, Oz Nomad, good to see you. Listen to the sounds. The brakes.
Hello there.
Speed her up again. Clover, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Get the wheels. Get a tire screech every now and again. It's really well done. You hear it? You can hear the shaking and the rattling. It would help if I spoke cat. I do not have a clue what this beast wants. Good to see you, Amy. Welcome in, man. I've been in Dublin a few weeks ago. Nice. Especially the pubs, right? Okay. And there we have it. Great sounds. So this, the Boris sound set for the Cessna 152. Even the oil dropping off, hitting the pan. We love it. We absolutely love it. So, what do you think? He's either he's either hungry or Timmy is stuck down at the well again. Brilliant. So there we have it. The Cessna 152 new sound set from Boris Audio Works. It's available right now through Sim Market, priced at €12.30. I think it is a great addition to the Sim. It's a great addition to the Cessna 152. And you combine that with this JPL mod. Just to go over in a little bit more detail, and you know, I did gloss over it, but for example, right? Jesus, that's some view. What we can do with this, so you have your instruments, you can change what way the aircraft shows. For example, we can drop in a GTN, you can disappear the ADF or the ADF and the EGT. See the way you can change all these instruments in real time? It's done really, really well, right? We also have the maintenance section, so charging the battery, fill the oil, engine health, and so on and so forth. Your settings, state saving, show the pilots, that's all there. And then your exterior bits and bobs, which is brilliant. Super handy. Then your payload, your fuel, all the weights, and you have a cold and dark or ready for flight, all built into its own little tablet, which is a great addition to any airplane. It's great. Can we dirty it up? Unfortunately not. But we can open the doors, you know, and open, you know, the other door. And you can open the windows on the doors. I don't think they've modelled the tow bar yet. No, they haven't. So I think it's a great little addition, lads. And there's a number of liveries you can get for the JPL mod of the Cessna 152. So there's a lot of customization you can do with the thing. It looks great, doesn't it? I mean, it does look great. It's a beautiful little airplane. And ideal, like if you just want to go kind of just exploring, low and slow, nice and handy, nothing much to worry about. Well, the 152 is a charming little airplane just to do that. And it comes free with the Sim. The JPL mod is free. And then for €12.30, you can get this sound set. You're getting a really good airplane for that. If you're also interested in this, well, the Cessna 172 has a similar pack. As in, you can get the Cessna 172, the G1000, or the steam gauge. It also has a mod that you can open and close the doors, remove the wheel fairings, all that sort of jazz. And also, Boris has made a sound set for the Cessna 172. And it transforms that one completely, right? So it's done very, very well. So yeah, you need to buy. No, Lormega, the 152 is free. It's already in the Sim. Plus, it has wood paddling, right? I'm updating to the latest version of Liege Airport that I won. My favourite airport. The airport or Murph. That's quite okay. That's okay. Can you get a Guinness in every pub? Only a few have it here. Zard, you can get a Guinness in every pub, supermarket, church, chipper, Chinese, Indian takeaway, and post office nationwide. No, that's a complete lie. But every pub would have Guinness, except for those down in places in Cork where Murphy's is the one, or Beamish. Do you know? It was brilliant. But that's it for tonight, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed for tuning in. So many people watching us on YouTube tonight. I really do appreciate it, lads. Thank you very, very much. To our friends here on Twitch, lads, as always, thank you so much for all the support, the raids, the follows. It's been an incredible night. We're back to you this coming Friday. And we're going to be flying in the C-160, the 550, and we're flying in Australia for some of the airliner stuff. And a big shout out to Gibbo, thanking you for helping me with the menu system. I need to rethink how all these alerts are going to work because I think they're going to be absolutely hilarious.
How did you know? I love this song.
There's so many of the shagging things, and well,
There's something on the way.
Right, so I need to figure out how we're going to make those work. But anyway, my thanks to Azur Polly for letting me show off the upcoming update for the C160 Transall. Shout out to Clifford Designs. I bought that scenery myself because I think it looks fantastic. And to Boris for allowing me to show off so you guys could hear the Boris sound set for the Cessna 152 in action live on stream. Thank you very, very much indeed. Next week, don't forget, next Wednesday, the entire news, we'll cover the news, but we're going to focus on the, you know, what add-ons, what hardware, software, and stuff for the holidays and for Black Friday as well. I saw an idea that came across over on our Discord. You know, people want to get kind of what you want to get for Christmas, right? Presents, be it for a streaming setup, be it for your flying setup. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to start looking at things. If anyone has any suggestions or ideas, drop me a DM. I'll add to it, right? I'll have a chat with our good old buddy pal Gibbo, because no doubt he'll have some awesome ideas as well. And the plan is, you know, next Friday week is like the Late Toy Show in Ireland, right? Well, I'm thinking today week we'll do the Late Flight Sim show. Right, I might even wear a Christmas jumper. You wouldn't know your luck. But yeah, you know, it'll be great. It'll be great fun. And
Look at this big Egypt.
Thanks, Muttley. We'll see what the crack is. So, thank you very, very much indeed, lads. It's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege. And I'm away now. We'll do a raid here on Twitch. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much. And we'll see you on Friday. Until then, take care.